You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. Smitty is live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios, it's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Welcome to week number 6 Fantasy Football Court edition of the show. We'll be taking it to the court in just a few minutes. We're going to break down some of the news, then get right into Fantasy Football Court. We've got a weird piece of news here to talk about at the top of the show. Let's get to the news desk.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
Welcome back to Bizarro World, where we're told everything after the fact in Pittsburgh. In this specific piece of news, Najee Harris has been wearing a lead boot. What is this? What are we talking about here? Najee Harris has been wearing a steel plate in one of his shoes to try and keep his foot healthy. I don't even know how that helps with the Liz Frank injury. I imagine pressing up against metal all the time, or steel, would it be a good thing? But apparently he's been wearing the steel boot. Now, here's what I want to make sure is crystal clear. I don't know how this changes my opinion on Najee going forward. I know a lot of people are immediately jumping into the bucket of people that say it's Najee season. He's back. Najee's back. That seems to be where most people are taking this. And I'm not so quick to jump into this. I'm not so quick to be like, oh, Najee's back. We've been lied to at every single turn by the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know everyone's going to say, Smitty, it's not about your fantasy football. Smitty, they don't care about the news and such that you need for your fantasy football show. They need to. I'm so sick and tired of people saying that players and teams and coaches and organizations shouldn't care about fantasy football, DFS, best ball, sports betting, all of that, when that is a huge reason why these players are paid what they're paid. These players would not make the money they're making if we weren't out there playing contests and making bets and all that. We are a big part of the fan base. And when we're not told information, it bothers me. There are people out there making wagers on the Steelers, the running game, the props, and aren't being told the proper information, like he's got a Liz Frank injury. Oh, by the way, he's got a Liz Frank injury. By the way, he's playing with a steel plate in his shoe. I don't know how to take this. I'm honestly baffled. And I don't know how to even process what we're hearing, that Najee's been playing with a steel shoe. Like he's been playing with a steel slipper. You know, and he's looked like it. He's looked like he's had 2 steel shoes. But the problem is, you wouldn't even know if he had a plate in the other shoe, because they wouldn't tell you until they took it out. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, I would trust Pittsburgh and Najee and everything coming out of Pittsburgh. I would trust it very little. I don't even know what to think. They're telling us things after the fact. We'll never know. He says he's 100% right now. I don't know that that's true. And if it is, does it change anything? Will the offense be able to move the football? Will he be able to even do anything with this newfound situation where he doesn't have to wear a bunch of steel plates all over his body? Like, who knows what's going on? The bottom line is we won't hear until it's over, until it's happened. Oh, he had a Liz Frank injury? Thanks for telling us. Now he's wearing steel slippers? Okay. All I'm saying is I don't know that this puts him, like PFF said right here in this tweet, Najee's back, fire emoji. I don't know that we're sending him straight to the moon yet. I will say it makes me a little more, I'd say, understanding of a slow start, but I don't know that taking off a steel slipper is going to solve all the problems. It makes me hopeful. And if you have Najee and you're about to shove him out there for a low ball offer, which I'm trying to back a lot of you off of, there's a right way to sell him and there's an improper way to sell him. And I came out with my buy low, sell high video this week. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. Nothing really changes. My advice in that is all very sound. And it all applies even if the steel slipper is still, in consideration here. Do you trade him to get A.J. Brown? Boom, punch it.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Do you trade him to get a Kenneth Walker? Punch it. Do you trade him for Damien Pierce? Punch it.
You've just been...
All those things stand. Even if you take the steel slipper out of the equation and he's not wearing that bad boy anymore, you still trade Najee on the high like that, as high as you can. I've got people coming to me and saying, Smitty, I did what you said. Smitty, and this is, let me preface, this is not what I said. Smitty, I traded him. I traded him just like you said. I traded Najee Harris and I got Curtis Samuel. Or Smitty, I traded Najee Harris and I got Tony Pollard. You like Tony Pollard, right? You said to do this. I didn't say to do anything of the sort. I still trade him. I still worry about him. I don't trust him. I don't trust Pittsburgh. I don't trust the steel-toed boot. I don't trust anything right now coming out of Pittsburgh, and I don't trust the offensive line. So I'm still in the thinking of trading him away. But maybe this gives you a little pause to do something ridiculously stupid. Okay, so don't go giving him away for a running back 3 or a flex option, because this was your first rounder. This one's borderline, Derrick. I like the idea of getting Etienne and a T. Higgins, Etienne and a Pittman, maybe. But I do believe you sold too low trading Najee for only Travis Etienne. It could work out, but fair market value has that being. Not that it can't work out, Derrick. I really, really love Etienne, but he's not there yet. You don't know if this could take a turn downward before it goes back up in a positive direction for Etienne. We're in a wait and see mode for Etienne. So this would be, doesn't mean it won't work out for you, but you need to get Pittman. As my examples talk about, Etienne and Pittman, Walker, A.J. Brown, all those are great sidestep lateral moves into and out of Najee Harris, even with the steel slipper, news that we have here. But when someone goes and takes Najee and turns him into a wide receiver 3 or running back, an amazing flex option like Etienne, that is where I feel like you did a knee-jerk reaction and you didn't get enough. I would take Swift in a heartbeat. Those are examples of absolute smashes. Traded Najee for Breece Hall. Absolute smash. Talk about Henderson. We're doing that, bro. Henderson is next. We've got this news to get through first. So, Najee Harris, what do? You hold him unless you can trade him for the examples I gave you. Do not knee-jerk react. I don't know this changes anything for me. I still feel very, very down about the situation in general. His ability to navigate open space. He doesn't look good. This might explain why. But the offense doesn't look good. This doesn't explain why. Unless they come out and say, press conference, I have an announcement to make. Fantasy Football News Desk.
From the fantasyfootballshow.com.
Announcement. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers news desk, and we have an announcement. All of the offensive linemen have been wearing steel-plated boots. We've had the entire team in steel-plated boots. We didn't realize they were in the shoes. We're taking them out. We're going to shove everybody back out onto the field, and I think things are going to look a little different. Thank you for watching.
From the fantasyfootballshow.com.
Unless we hear that, bro, nothing's really changing in my mind yet. I'm more optimistic for sure, and I'm definitely not giving away Najee for free, at least in the hopes that this definitely, definitely changes. So let's get into the next piece of news. This one right here, we'll get into the Cam Akers one next. This one right here is interesting. Alvin Kamara, the alleged victim in the Alvin Kamara battery case in Las Vegas, has filed an additional civil lawsuit against Kamara. This doesn't do much in terms of changing potentially anything within the case. It's more so putting a spotlight back on it. And this might trigger, I'm telling you, that video gets released, the full video gets released. It's game over for Kamara because that video is bad. This new alleged, the alleged victim, this new filing, the civil lawsuit filing, describes how his jaw's been changed, his facial bones, like he had cracked parts of his skull, and his jaw was just mangled. And there's a report, we don't know how accurate some of this stuff is, where Kamara had bragged to someone about just connecting with his jaw and just really, destroying his jaw. And so this guy was reportedly unconscious, and there's video footage of it that if the full video gets leaked, and Kareem Hunt's video got leaked, Ray Rice's video got leaked, these videos oftentimes get leaked because they're advantageous to the prosecution. If the video gets leaked, it's probably game over for him. But I'm not trying to scare anybody about that because there's no news that the video is going to leak. And this right here is just putting the spotlight back on it. It's a new filing, a new lawsuit potentially toward Kamara, and this could drive potentially some criminal investigations too. To look into the details of the civil. Sometimes the criminal situations, they feed some of the evidences inside a civil situation like this, and they can take that and go. But this could be just civil courts about money. So this lawsuit is about money. He's going after Kamara for money. So Kamara's facing multiple lawsuits, a criminal lawsuit tied to this and civil lawsuits tied to this. They're separate lawsuits. One has to do with money and civil, the other is criminal, and it's pretty hard. It's not like if he settles in civil, the criminal goes away. Okay, so I want people to understand that. There's no video, says Buddy. There's no video. There is no video? There's no video. Apparently Buddy knows. Buddy says there's no video. There's no video that's been released. But thanks, Buddy. Appreciate you. Buddy's definitely a Kamara owner. Buddy says there's no video. He got rid of it. He eliminated the video. The video's gone. I can assure you there's a video. I have somebody that I trust that has someone they trust that has someone they trust. So granted, 8 degrees of separation that says that the video has been seen by said person. So this is per source times 3. I want to make it clear. That has seen the video, and the video is gruesome. And if the video does, according to Buddy says the video would have been out. Okay, thanks, Buddy. Thank you. Buddy dropping all the knowledge. Buddy, what will we do without you? But Buddy, this is the point here. But poor Buddy. But have you seen it? No, Buddy, hasn't been released. Poor Buddy. Buddy, you need more life experience, bro. Come on. Stop with this. Have you seen it? That's my point. Buddy, that's my point. The video hasn't been released. Buddy, it's not supposed to be released. If it gets released, buddy, it's getting leaked. Good, buddy. You know what I'm saying, buddy? Buddy, let me tell you something, buddy. If it gets released, he's done, buddy. Good, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy boy. We need Buddy to call in. Have you seen it? Then it doesn't exist, Smitty. I'm an Alvin Kamara owner. Stop it. Stop talking about my guy. My buddy knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. Buddy, you don't know anybody. You're getting started in life, okay? When you were in diapers, I was reporting on things like this. So I'll take it from here, buddy boy. I got it from here, buddy. But anyways, aside from what Buddy's saying, this video that 100% exists, not to mention, hey, buddy, I have a question. Do you think that the cameras were off in the elevator, buddy? Do you think at a very, very well-known casino / hotel that the cameras were off when the police showed up, buddy, and they said, hey, pull the camera footage from the elevator? Oh, I'm sorry, the cameras are down at the casino. We have no footage. We've got no footage from this inside our casino. We absolutely did not record said situation. We don't have 8 different camera angles of this. Buddy, come on, buddy. The casino hotel doesn't have recording of what happened. Buddy. Anyway. What I was going to say here is once this video gets released, and if it does, it most likely will. The Hunt video got released. The Ray Rice video got released. It's very advantageous for the camera stopped working. Oh man, can you imagine? It's very advantageous for this video to get released, and so I think it could happen. It could happen, and if it does, he's in trouble. But don't think that this like changes anything of the details. Like the details are the details. It just sheds more light on it, and it puts the pressure on whoever's got this video. And I've also talked to somebody that knows Buddy's guy, and this person said that the chain of custody. This part's important. The chain of custody of these videos is not what you think it is, and so there was ample opportunity for this video to get copied, to be watched, to be recorded for a while before this ever got put on any sort of lockdown situation. So for anybody that thinks that, oh, this footage, as soon as the fight broke out, it was contained, no one could go near the footage, no one could see it, that's not necessarily the case. So there's opportunity for people to have this footage, and who knows what happens. But things get sold very quickly to TMZ and situations like that. So I would definitely be on the lookout for that. What do you do if you have Kamara? You can't really do anything. You just kind of hope that this thing nothing unfolds until later in the offseason. And maybe the video gets released during the offseason. Maybe it doesn't get released during the season. Maybe it doesn't get released at all. Maybe Buddy's right. Somebody went in and deleted it. And went in and got a hold of it, like Buddy's saying. Maybe someone deleted this. We'll have to talk to Buddy's guy and see if Buddy's guy's got any information, any inside information on this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Cam Akers. This is a crazy one. Cam Akers, Coach McVay said Cam Akers' personal will not play week 6. And then there was a follow-up report that said that they're not sure he'll return to the team. Like Cam Akers, he would not confirm that Cam would be back with the team. I don't know what's going on with this, but it sounds like Cam Akers is done for the year, or maybe there's some sort of trade and they're not clarifying what's really going on, or maybe he just shows back up. Donald with a $20 hauler. Donald, we'll get you. We'll get to you.
Mashed potatoes!
Donald, we'll get to you. Hang tight, pal. So we don't know what's really going on with this situation other than he's out for week 6. It sounds like he could be out for the long term. Let me get to the $20 haulers while they come in. I mean, that's just only right. Traded J-Rob and Chase for JT and Waddle. I'm going to do $20 haulers immediately, no matter what. I'm just going to stop what I'm doing from now on. That's only the right thing to do. Traded J-Rob and Chase for JT and Waddle. I take JT and Waddle and I run.
You've just been Smitty approved.
That's fantastic, bro. That's fantastic. I like that trade. In fact, we might have to call the authorities.
King 25 code 428. Dispatch Vito Popo. Popo's been dispatched. King 25 out.
I mean, that's pretty bad. I think you got that trade, buddy boy. I think you got that trade nice and smooth like. Cam Akers, so Darrell Henderson season potentially. Maybe Kyron Williams gets healthy. Who knows? But definitely feel like Henderson is in good prime position, but it's tough to say what's going to happen there. Let's stop with the hurt all of the time. Henderson over Walker. Henderson over Walker. No, Scott. Walker. Kenneth Walker's the answer. Scott, am I reading that right? Make sure you go grab Henderson off waivers. Henderson's potentially out there, so you need to grab him. All the super chats I'm going to get to after we get through the news. So hang tight. Unless you drop a $20 hauler, I'm going to jump on that real quickly. Here is a little piece of news from LA. Cooper Kupp, questionable for week number 6. Now, he's expected to play, but I do believe that there's something here. So we need to keep an eye on this because he's on the right side of questionable, but the fact that this is even in question at all, like the fact that he is questionable, which is typically a term used when someone's 50-50, you're looking at more of a concern here than you want. If you don't want him questionable, you want him probable. You want, this foot, we're just resting it. But questionable is not a good tag, but he apparently is on the right side of it, so we'll have to monitor that. This right here, Lattimore is not going to play week 6, which is good news for Jamar Chase and the Bengals. Just letting you know, Jamar Chase should have a bounce back game. I know he was supposed to have a bounce back game last week, but that puts him in prime position in this contest. So get Jamar Chase fired up and ready. Tyreek Hill foot quad was removed from the week 6 injury report, as was Jalen Waddle removed from the week 6 injury report. Fired both these guys up, but I'm still worried about the situation in general. I'm still worried about the fact that the quarterback play is definitely, spotty, and we don't know if Tua will ever return. Tua's out there throwing footballs, but that doesn't mean he's any closer to returning. Not to mention, if Tua goes out there and takes one hard hit, I still think he's vulnerable to be out for the game immediately, and then the NFL's got a mess on their hands. So I don't exactly know when Tua's coming back, and if Tua comes back sooner than later, I don't know that it's actually a good thing. This right here, Coach Kingsbury said Connor Ribs won't play week 6, so fire up your Eno Benjamin shares. Get him into your lineup. Eno Benjamin could be a top 12 running back play this week. Not guaranteed. Things happen, but get him fired up if you got him, especially in your flex spot. Rashad Bateman will not play week 6. This guy's been a disappointment. I said stay away from him. Everybody wanted to anoint him the next elite wide receiver because he had 500 yards and 1 touchdown to his name. His metrics look good. His conversion rates, all these stats look like, okay, you could take these 500 yards, but say, hey, what a great 500 yards he accumulated. What a good conversion rate he had. But the bottom line is he had not been proven. He's been banged up. Is there an opportunity for him to develop as the season unfolds? Maybe, but for right now, he is kind of a waste of roster space right now, depending on who you can pick up and such. This one right here, Michael Thomas, surprise, surprise, won't play week 6. One of the bigger busts of the year, as predicted. Easy to see coming. Writing was on the wall. People invested in him too high, and now he's burning people left and right. And I don't expect much of him. Out of him for the rest of the year. This one's a shame. Freiermuth concussion, won't play week 6. He didn't pass the protocol, so he is out for week number 6. But I imagine he'll be okay for week number 7 or his next contest. Chris Olave concussion is questionable for week 6 against the Bengals. This is tough because he looked pretty out of it when his head hit the ground. He looked like he was dazed, confused, and didn't know where he was. I don't think he even knew he was in a football game when he looked around. Like, it was bad. So I didn't expect him to play week 6. I honestly didn't. But he's questionable. Maybe he gets cleared. Once he gets back, though, he will be absolutely fire, I think. And I think you need to go get him right now. And I think you need to consider him a wide receiver to go forward, and people are going to forget that, and I think give him away cheaply. So if you can buy him and you can afford to wait on him, he's probably a pretty good buy low right now. Jonathan Taylor is questionable for week number 6, but this is trending in the right direction at least. He's doing limited practices, and those limited practices in a row usually indicate being on the right side of 50-50. So he's slightly on the positive side of 50-50. If he doesn't play, it will be a huge blow to people that had acquired him via trade. But this was the risk you did take trading for him while his ankle is banged up. But even if he sat this week, I think he's going to go off on a tear and prove a lot of people wrong that are jumping ship on Jonathan Taylor. But he still could play. He's on the right side of 50-50 to play in this game. So keep optimistic, but just monitor the news. CeeDee Lamb is questionable with the hip, but supposedly on the right side of 50-50, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. Not good that he's on the injury report, and this guy can't stay healthy. As much as we love him, he disappointed everybody and their mother last week, playing and not playing. I'm going to play. No, I'm not going to play. And he didn't play. And everybody's so mad at him, but you could probably get him very, very cheaply right now. Like, you could probably get him for a ham sandwich from an angry owner that wants to get rid of him and rid themselves of T. Higgins. He screwed me last week, and now he's going to screw me again. You might be able to get him very cheaply, so I would advise people go poking around and see what you can get him for. But buy low, don't buy high. Don't buy him as if he's not been banged up or disappointing. That's the whole point here. But he is definitely hard to trust, and it's not making Joe Burrow's life any easier when defenses just key on Jamar Chase, and then it doesn't make it good for Jamar Chase. So I do want Higgins back for the benefit of Jamar. Although with Lattimore out and this situation, the way it's shaping up for week number 6, if Higgins did sit, maybe Jamar Chase does explode regardless. But this could be him being on the field more so than not is advantageous for the entire offense, including Joe Burrow, obviously. So keep an eye on that. Let's get to the super chats real quick, and then we're going straight into fantasy football court. Super chats here. I'm going to open the phone lines. I hope the phone lines don't freeze the camera. Please don't freeze the camera. Oh my God. Come on. Do it live. Do it live. Okay. Super chats. This one is from Matthew Thompson. Appreciate you, Matthew. Thanks for the talk, Smitty. Matthew ordered a phone call on the fantasyfootballshow.com, and we just talked before the show. Appreciate you. Final offer from both trades I could do is Tyreek straight up for Amon-Ra St. Brown. I take Amon-Ra St. Brown over Tyreek. And Tyreek and Juju or Dobbs. I give up Juju if I have to choose, but I don't really care. For Swift, okay, so the other one, Tyreek and Juju. I'm sorry, this is a different one. Okay, so it's Tyreek for Amon-Ra or Tyreek and Juju for Swift and T. Higgins. Whoa! Man. What do you guys think? Which offer should he take? Tyreek for Amon-Ra. And the thing is, he's got a great matchup for backstory. He's got a great matchup that he can win this week no matter what. So he's gonna take the strategic advantage of trading for Amon-Ra on the bye during a week where he faces a lesser opponent. So he's going to get the W anyway. And then he can march into the rest of the season when it matters most with Amon-Ra bye free. Or does he take Tyreek and Juju and turn it into Swift and T. Higgins? I'm thinking Swift and T. Higgins. I'm thinking this puts him in a bind because he's got Kenneth Walker and Swift fighting for the flex spot. He's got a really good team. But, bro, that's a lot of talent. I take the T. Higgins and Swift side. Punch it, bro. Punch it. Matthew, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
You've just been Smitty approved.
King 25 code 428. Dispatch Vito Popo. Popo has been dispatched. King 25 out.
The sorcerer of the day is Magic Man.
Magic Man it is. You're a magic man, my man. A magic man, my man. You are him. You are him. He is him. Matthew is him. Congrats, Matthew. Great job on that. Overcome too much offering Hill and Keenan for Diggs. No, it's not. I'm okay with that. Look at this big message here from Travis, who dropped a $10 haul.
Let's go! Mashed potatoes!
That's my guy right there. That's my guy right there. Dropped that. What am I getting? A little ad here on my phone for blue cheese. Blue cheese steak. That looked pretty good, actually. 10 team 0.5 PPR: Hurts, AJ Brown, CD, CMC, Walker, Hurst, Hollywood, Olave, Bench, B-Rob, ETN, London, Dobbins, Herbert, Garrett Wilson. Okay, who would you trade with CD to get JT? Or JT, Mark Andrews? I don't, bro, to get both Mark Andrews and JT, that's a real tall order. But to get CD and B-Rob should get you JT. CD and potentially Hollywood, if the person needs 2 wide receivers, could get you JT. JT being questionable right now has probably got his owner freaking out. And I think you could buy low. CD and Dobbins should get it done. CD and Dobbins, plain and simple. That could get it done. To get Andrews, you'd have to throw in somebody like, I mean, you could try CD, Hollywood, JK, and Olave and try and get the both, but I don't think you're going to get that done. But hey, we've seen crazier things get done that we put on the sorcerer board. So, I mean, sure, you could try it. But I would try B-Rob and CD for JT. I would try Olave and CD for JT. I'd even throw in London if this is redraft. London, Dobbins, and CD for JT. JT with your team would be fire. It would help walk you into the championship. So I would do any of those deals. I could see somebody saying not to do them, and I'm fine with that. That's preference there. I happen to love JT right now. Even with the injury, I just think he's a great buy low. Higgins for my Sutton. I'd take Higgins despite the injury and the chance that he doesn't play. I would still take Higgins. Giancarlo, appreciate you. Zeke and Najee for Pittman, Mixon. I'd probably take... the problem is Mixon's no different than Najee right now. And Najee got the steel slipper off. Maybe he does something... I suppose I'd probably take the Pittman-Mixon side in hopes that Mixon's got a better shot than Najee. But what does the chat think? Would anybody rather have Najee? Please let me know in the chat. Let's take a look at it. Peanut Butter says JT for Pearson Walker. I guess Pearson Walker, bro. That's a pretty good value right there. Can we get a vote on this one? Zeke and Najee or Pittman Mixon? Let's get this one for Giancarlo. Giancarlo, you're my guy. Donald already answered this one. Donald, I appreciate you. To the moon, Donald. To the moon. For the $20 hauler. I can't thank you enough. Hit that thumb up button on the way in the door, guys. We've got only 88 thumbs up, and we got 350 people watching. We haven't even started Fantasy Football Court yet, and we got 350 people in here. Najee and Pittman for JT. I take JT in a heartbeat. That's me. Not everybody's going to think that way. We got the Pittman Mixon it is. Should I drop Gesicky for Dawson Knox? This week I would. Dawson Knox, guys, if you need a tight end, everybody's kind of dropped Dawson Knox, written him off. He's healthy. He's not on the injury report anymore. I'm going after Dawson pretty hardcore this week if I'm in a position where I need a tight end. And he could still score like 8 to 10 TDs this year. I really believe that. He's still got enough time to do that kind of damage. And everybody writing him off like he's nothing. He's been banged up. Things haven't worked out for him. But Dawson Knox is still a guy. He's still the guy. He is him. Okay? Go pick him up. If Higgins doesn't play, but Keenan Allen does, do I fire up Boyd? Yeah, because I don't trust Keenan Allen right now until he's done this before. He's done this old decoy type thing before. Pitts over Hurts. Probably go Hurst if unless Pitts looks full go. Like we'll have to kind of wait and see the night before on that one. This one right here, Najee and Jameson Williams for my CEH. No, that's not enough. Or yeah, take Najee. I wasn't sure which side you were on. Najee and Jameson for your CEH. I buy low in that. There's some context where I buy low on Najee, and that would be one of those contexts where it makes sense to get him. Smitty, is St. Brown and Dylan too expensive for JT? No, I would take JT in that situation, but I love St. Brown, but I think JT's worth that gamble. And if JT doesn't work out, so be it. Like, that's a good gamble to take. 1 inch away from my Mooney call being money, says Hernandez. What was your Mooney call? I don't even remember. Appreciate your super chat. Neighbors dropping a $5. Traded Singletary and Dobbs for Najee. That's not bad. I'm buying low in that situation all day long. This one right here, we got one from Stallworth. Stallworth says 2-1 in the flex. 2-1 in the flex. JT, Hendo, Eno, Najee, Zeke, Dylan, Walker. I love how he gives us the LOL in the Najee LOL, Zeke LOL, Dylan, Walker, pick 3. 2-1 in the flex. So JT, if he plays, and if he doesn't play, obviously, don't play him. Najee, Eno, and Walker if JT doesn't play. Najee, Walker, and JT if JT plays. You could go Eno over Najee. But, yeah, that's kind of where I lean on that, bro. Been struggling with Wilson at quarterback. Would you trust him this week or start Daniel Jones against the Ravens? I'd probably go Wilson over Daniel Jones. I don't like that situation at all, my broski. Michael with a super chat. Michael says, been struggling with Wilson at quarterback. Oh, that's the same one. Big Lucius says, just traded Mixon, Kittle, Pittman for St. Brown and JT. Mixon, Kittle, Pittman. Jeez.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Got him.
Damn, boy. Got him, boy. You got him, boy. You did it. Woo says running backs are Hall, Stevenson, ETN, Mostert, Rashad White. Wide receivers are Chase, St. Brown. Okay, traded Mostert for Jamison Williams. Construct a package for CD Lamb and Walker. CD Lamb and Walker. You want CD Lamb and Walker? Construct a package. Okay, you got CD Lamb. You want CD Lamb and Walker? CD Lamb and Walker for Higgins and Mostert for CD. No, let's see. ETN Stevenson. Stevenson and Higgins for Stevenson, Higgins for Lamb and Walker. You could do that. You could do Stevenson and Mostert and Stevenson, Mostert and Higgins. Mostert, Higgins, and Garrett Wilson. Mostert, Higgins, and Elijah Moore. Trying to get Lamb and Walker. I just don't know how people are going to value Walker. Everybody's going to value Walker differently. Like, do I want you trading Higgins and a guy like ETN or Hall? No. So I don't know that getting both these guys is going to make sense. My idea for you is to trade Higgins for Walker, okay, or trade potentially Stevenson for Lamb if you needed a wide receiver or wanted to go after a wide receiver. I don't know if Stevenson and Higgins will get you Lamb and Walker, but it's certainly something I would entertain. So that would be, I guess, my 2 for 2, because I do each of them 1 for 1. So that would be where I would take that. Past that, it's hard to envision you doing that. I don't want you giving up Breece Hall. I don't want you giving up Gabe Davis. Should I trade Higgins and Walker for Dalvin Cook? No, I would take Higgins and Walker. I don't trust Cook. I'd almost rather have Walker than Cook. I think most people might agree with me. They'd rather have Walker than Dalvin Cook. So no. Start Taysom, Hurst, or Knox. Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill's earned the start, broski. Bottom line, look what he did last week. The only reason people don't want to start Taysom this week is because they're admitting they're wrong about last week by not starting him. That's why. You want him to fail so you can be like, okay, I wasn't that off. But if you sit him again for a second week and he blows up again, what are you going to do? I had Taysom Hill last week and this week, and I didn't start him. I mean, how are you going to feel about that? Higbee, Taysom, Kittle. Higbee's safer, but Taysom, give me the dice roll. I dice roll on Taysom all day long, baby. So give me Taysom. Both of these are Taysom Hill answers for me. Both of you guys. Back-to-back Taysom questions. I love it. All right, let's get to Fantasy Football Court. If you got super chats, you can definitely throw those in the mix, and we'll put them right on screen.
It's time for Fantasy Football Court. Court! Court!
Court is in session.
Court is in session. The phone lines will be open for Fantasy Football Court, but I'm going to tell you right here and right now that if you call in, you will get 20 seconds to ask your question, and then I hang up on you. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care if you're saying, "Hey, Smitty, I really love the show. I absolutely love, and then I hang up on you. Like it's going to be on you. Okay, so the timer. Let me set this for 20 seconds. You have 20 seconds to present your case, and then I just hang up on you. Plain and simple. So phone lines are open. Do it live, and we'll be answering not only phone calls, but we'll be going to you guys. If you have a question, put Judge or Your Honor or something like that, so I know that the question's for Fantasy Football Court. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. I'm starting the timer right now. You have 20 seconds, and I'm hanging up on you. Go. Oh, they hung up on themselves. Way to go. Way to blow your shot in court. Okay, so traded Lord Judge Smitty, should I trade Olave and Jeff Wilson for Aaron Jones and Thielen? Give me Aaron Jones, but this is arguable. I like what Jeff Wilson is doing, but his time is going to be short-lived, and Olave is injured. So you're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds to make your case, and then I hang up on you. That's the way the Fantasy Football Court works. Who am I speaking to real quickly?
Ty the health dude.
The health dude. Okay, ready? You have 20 seconds. Go.
Would you trade Tyreek Hill for Damien Pierce and Brandon Robinson? I have the running back duo.
Brandon Robinson?
Brian Robinson.
Okay. You thought you said Brandon. So Tyreek Hill for well, who was it again? Brian Robinson and
Damien
who?
Pierce and
Damien
Brian
Pierce.
Robinson.
Okay.
D. Pierce.
Thank you for your question. Appreciate you.
Peace out.
Peace out. Brian Robinson. I'm going to take, what was the question again? I totally forgot. I've had so much on my screen. It was Tyreek Hill for Brian Robinson and Damien Pierce, right? If that was correct, I'm taking Damien Pierce and Brian Robinson, but barely. Like, and assuming that you don't need the wide receiver all that bad. You're on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go. You're live.
I've heard so much on my screen. It was Tyreek Hill for Brian Robinson and DJ Pierce, right?
8 seconds.
That was correct.
4 seconds.
I'm taking Damien
Deuces.
Pierce and Brian Robinson,
Dude's sitting there. What's he doing? Is he in the bathroom? You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 20 seconds. Go.
Would you trade Mark Andrews for Derrick Henry?
Do you need running backs?
Yep.
And who's your tight end if you make this trade?
Conklin.
I'm torn on this. I think you go with your gut. Go with your gut, because honestly, I don't know that I believe that Henry's going to stay healthy all year. So I'm gonna say I'd rather have Henry for the moment, but I'm definitely looking to shop him high. And if you need running backs that bad, it's gonna be hard to survive without it. Should have grabbed Taysom Hill.
I know. Thanks, man.
All right, later, pal. All right, next question. You're live on the Fantasy Football. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 20 seconds. Go.
Smitty, should I trade Aaron Jones for Dylan and St. Brown?
Aaron Jones for Dylan and St. Brown?
Yeah.
Give me St. Brown. All day.
Let's go.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds to make your case. Go.
Smitty, D-Hendo, Dylan for Swift.
Swift. Easy.
And Yeah, and Pacheco Warren, which is the better stash?
Pacheco or who?
Jalen Warren.
Well, Pacheco. That was a tough one, though, because I like Warren, but... You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds to make your case. Go.
Hello.
You have 13 seconds.
Okay, I recently made a trade I wanted to run by you. I did Michael Gallup, Hunt, Everett for Keenan Allen. What's your thoughts?
Gallup, say it one more time, because you did get it in under the amount of time you need. I was about to hang up on you because you had 2 seconds, but say it one more time.
All right, Gallup, Hunt, Everett for Keenan Allen.
I don't know, bro. That's like a what's the point trade? I guess Keenan Allen. I don't know. Keenan Allen. What is that? What is that question? What is that question? I guess Keenan Allen. All right, next question. Go. Who is JJ? Justin Jefferson? What do you mean? Who's JJ? Bro, Henry probably gonna get injured. I agree. That's why I trade him. To that Andrews and Henry question. That's tough. I'd rather have Andrews long term, but maybe Henry for now. If he needs running backs, he needs wins. But then you trade Henry on the high. You got 20 seconds. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Go.
What's up, Smitty? So I did a huge trade in my league. So I acquired Saquon Barkley, Cooper Kupp, Travis Etienne, Dalton Schultz. I gave up T. Higgins, Kamara, Ertz, Mixon, and Garrett Wilson. Did I win this trade?
It's almost too long to break down in my brain without writing it down, but it sounds like you won. Good job. Next question. This is the part of the show. Like, I don't want people to get all upset. He hung up on me. This is part of the show. It's 20 seconds and out. So, you got to go quickly. It sounded like he won the trade. I don't know. There's a lot of names he spouted off, but it sounded like he won it. I can't make a full determination. That is way too many names to break down. Start JT if he plays, of course. Saying. What would you do? What else are you gonna do? Super chat. I think we've got a couple of super chats that have come in. This one right here. Trade Mostert for Jamison Williams in Dynasty, sure, and redraft. I don't know. No, probably not. I don't know that he's got any value. UPS Power. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds to make your case. Go.
All right. Alan Lazard versus the Jets or MVS versus the Bills?
Alan Lazard versus the Jets or MVS versus the Bills. I've got Johnny on the phone. Johnny, you're going to take over for your honor right now. Make the determination. Go.
No, you don't want me right now. I just chimed in.
You're what?
I didn't hear the full question.
That's okay, Johnny. Make your call. Present your case to Johnny.
Oh, okay. So my question is, I'm looking for wide receiver or running back targets for Kittle, Freiermuth, or Taysom Hill.
No, Johnny, you're the judge right now. The other individual,
I didn't hear the question, Smitty.
The other guy, make the case to Johnny. Go.
Alan Lazard versus the Jets, or am I going to go MVS versus the Bills?
I'd go with the Bills on that one.
There you go, bro.
I wouldn't play. Yeah, I wouldn't play Lazard this week.
He made the call, bro. I put him in charge. All right, Johnny, hit me with your question real quick.
All right, I need wide receiver or running back targets for either Freiermuth, Kittle, or Taysom Hill.
Higgins, Pittman, ETN. There you go. Appreciate you, Johnny.
Thank you.
All right. I like pitting two people against each other. Let's try it again. Hello?
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 Schmidt.
Hey, hello.
What's up, Schmitty?
What's up, guys? I got two of you on the phone here. I was trying to get you to yell at each other. It didn't work as well as I thought. You know when you like call two people and you put the phones up against each other?
Order in the court.
Order in the court. Okay, let's.
379 watching and 49 thumb up. Hit the button, guys.
Yeah, hey,
Sweet six.
let's start with Joe. Joe, you got 20 seconds. Oh, Joe left. Okay, I don't know. He didn't even stay. Okay, who am I talking to right now? Kobe, you got 20 seconds. Go. Go.
All right, just real quick. Matt Hollins, A.J. Dillon, and Jamar Chase for JT, Ramondre Stevenson, and Drake London.
Ramondre and JT. Name the first side again real quick.
The JT, Ramondre, and Drake London on one side, Hollins, Dillon, and Chase on the other.
Chase and Dillon. Give me that JT side all day long. JT side all day long. Right. Appreciate you. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
George in Arizona.
George in Arizona. I'm in Arizona, George.
Yeah, I know. What's up, bud?
What's up, man? Okay, hit me with your question. What do you got? You got 20 seconds.
Trade offer. I got a trade offer. I get Nick Chubb. I get Kyler Murray and Judy. I give up A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurst, and Jonathan Taylor, full PPR.
Bro, I can't take. Say that one more time.
I get Nick Chubb. I get Kyler Murray, and I get Jerry Judy. I have to give up A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurst, and Jonathan Taylor, and full PPR.
No, JT side. No, absolutely no. JT side is what you're giving up. Then no. If you're getting the JT side, I'd take it, but no. JT side by a mile.
All right, sounds good.
All right, later. All right, you're up. Next up. What you got?
Me? Hello?
Yeah, that's you. You got 20 seconds starting now. Go.
20 seconds. I'm about to show these other callers how it's done.
Do it.
Two quick questions. Trade Eckler for Damien Pierce and Lamb. Would you do it?
Eckler for Damien Pierce and Lamb. Pretty arguable, even though you're getting two nice pieces there, bro. I'm going to say Damien Pierce and probably Damien Pierce and Lamb if you need the depth. If you don't, if you're winning, you're four wins or something, I'd probably stay the course. But I think if you need a change, that's a good change to make. All right, pal.
Thanks.
Later. That's tough because Eckler's playing so good. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Pick a side. JT, A.J. Brown, and Melvin Gordon, or Jamar Chase, Swift, and the two Dolphins running backs.
What was the first one? JT and who?
JT, A.J. Brown, and Melvin Gordon, or Jamar Chase, Swift, and the two Dolphins running backs, Monster and Edmonds.
Probably the JT side. Probably the JT side. Oh, I like Swift and that's pretty close though. Off the top of my, it's hard to break it down. It's hard to break it down like that, but
I'm leaning JT.
Yeah, JT side. All right, man. Later. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds. Go.
I trade JT and AJ Brown for Travis Etienne.
JT and AJ Brown for Travis Etienne.
Trade Jonathan Taylor for AJ Brown and Travis Etienne.
Oh, AJ Brown and Travis Etienne. No, Etienne could prove to be worth that eventually, but right now you're not buying at good value there. So I'm going to say no on that one. It's JT. Appreciate you.
No problem. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, next caller, go. Go. You going to grab Mostert ahead of me. If you got a question for the court, put Your Honor or Fantasy Court or something so I know that the question's for me. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds to make your case. Go.
Hi, my name is Tyler. I grade my trade. I traded away Mike Williams for Chris Godwin PPR. I think when Keenan Allen comes back, he's going to eat up all the targets.
Preference. I could go either way. Mike Williams is out playing him, but Godwin could. Yeah, you're right. Something could happen to his workload or volume, but Keenan Allen also could maybe not stay healthy. But, I'm okay either way. You're not taking laps on either side of that. Appreciate you.
Yep, thank you.
All right, next caller, go. Next caller. Sometimes we have like 7 calls at once. It's like crazy. I'm gonna try and merge some of them together. UPS, I'm going to get to your super chat in a second. I'm sorry, bro. Once we get through this madness here, I'm going through the remaining super chats, and then if you got more super chats, pile them up, and I'll get to them. B-Rob was a good stash. Absolutely, he was a good stash. For sure. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 20 seconds. Go.
All right, Smitty, do I start Ken Walker or George Pickens at my flex?
Ken Walker. Easiest question I've been asked. I like George Pickens, but come on. You got to put Kenny in there. He's ready.
Right.
He's ready to rumble.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you. I mean, anything can happen. Trust your gut, but I mean, I'm throwing Kenneth Walker in there all day long. Judy or Hendy rest of season? Probably Hendy for right now, based on today's report on Akers. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds. Go. 14 seconds. 10 seconds. 7 seconds. 3 seconds. Deuces. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 20 seconds. Go. You hung up as well. Hit me. Hit me. Let's go. Will Cam Akers get cut or traded to another NFL team? We have no idea, bro. The news is that Cam is not going to play Week 6, and his ability to play going forward is in question, and we don't know why. Is it physical? It seems to be personal, but we don't really know. Smitty, my man, dude, Judge, trade Metcalf and JT for Hall and Adams. I'd probably take Hall and Adams, my guy, but that is I don't know. Actually, that's even. That's even problem. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds. Go.
Yeah, boss man. Do I trade Hurts and Jeff Wilson for JT?
Hurts and Jeff. Well, who's your quarterback if you make this trade?
I'm gonna have to play the wire after that. I see Tua out there and Carr. So basically, let's Carr and JT over Hurts and Wilson. Give me Carr and JT. I love Hurts, but if you can get Derek Carr, that's not too bad. But make sure you grab Carr now. Appreciate it.
Yeah, bye. That's a tough one because Hurts is a beast. But you're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds. Go.
Taysom Hill, Kyle Pitts,
Taysom.
or Will Disley.
Taysom. I mean,
My man.
he earned it,
Thank
my
you.
man. He earned it. Get him out there. He's like the new Debo. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go. You got 20 seconds. Go. Yeah, you're out of here. You're out of here. Be prepared. Be prepared for the court. Your Smittiness, Ramondre or Walker this week. I mean, the majority of everybody has Ramondre over Walker this week, just so you know. But I think it's a tough call. Ramondre's probably safer this week, but I myself probably go Walker. I just can't put Walker on the bench. You know? All right, dial in. Dial in. Who do we got at the front door during Fantasy Football Court? You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Roll.
Me, I got Barkley, Chubb, Diggs, Wilson, Taysom Hill, Mixon, Kyle Pitts,
I can't
Moore, Madison, Pacheco, White, Walker. I need to get Chase or Amon-Ra St. Brown. Who would you trade?
You get Chase or Amon-Ra. I can't construct that in 20 seconds.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was. Sorry, my bad. I thought this was a.
I'm sorry, bro. We gotta cut it. It's just the way it is. People are gonna get really mad. There's gonna be one or two people that get really upset. Well, you didn't have to hang up on me. I was calling because you have 20 seconds. That's it. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Yo, what's up, man? I'm a little skeptical about JT, bro. So I want to ask you, what trade would you do if you were going to trade JT? Thanks a lot.
What would I do? I mean, bro, that's a very loaded question. I would take JT for second round value, which is what we've been doing left and right. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. 20 seconds, go.
Hey, what up, Smitty?
What up?
Mike P. Would you drop B-Rob for Pittsburgh backup running back?
B-Rob? No. B-Rob's looking great, bro. You're gonna drop a starter for a backup?
Jaguars running back.
Najee just got his lead slipper off.
Oh, so don't some of the running backs for Jaguars.
Wait, what? What do we?
James Robinson. James Robinson for one for the.
Oh, James Robinson. James Robinson. I'm sorry. Your honor's been bombarded. So I would say give me. I don't know. Does James Robinson even have trade value anymore? If you could trade him away, I would rather
drop him. I was going to drop him.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, can you trade him away? Can you go get ETN for him? Can you get Michael Pittman?
I have ETN. I already have ETN.
Pittman, can you trade J. Rob and a wide receiver for Pittman and then pick up, Warren? I'd rather have Warren than J. Rob potentially, but I think J. Rob's got more value, so I probably wouldn't cut him yet. I'd try and use him and trade him.
Right.
Yeah, try and trade him.
Cool.
He's a pretty decent throw into people. Like, they still take him. They're like, well, he could score touchdowns. I'll take him. But, like, one-on-one, no one's going to grab him, bro. You got to, like, throw him in. Like, go find a even Steven swap that you like a little better, though. Like, maybe you've got Deontay, and you're like, I hate Deontay. Let me get Pittman. I'll throw J-Rob in. And the person's like, okay. That's how you do that.
Right.
All right,
cool. Thank you.
I don't know. I mean, it's like J-Rob's still got probably more opportunity than Jalen Warren. Although maybe Jalen Warren's been wearing a steel slipper. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. Dial in. Pretty smooth. Gabe Davis or Kenneth Walker in your flex. I mean, they're both very good plays this week. I try and play both of them, but PPR, half PPR, I don't know. I guess Kenneth Walker, but I want both of them in your lineup, bro. Cam Akers drop at this point. I mean, for right now, it depends on who you have to pick up. DTWD, if you can pick up an amazing player, then pick him up. But if it's like trash, I mean, maybe you wait. Am I picking up a wide receiver 7 for him? Not yet. Maybe I'm trying to trade him, but no one's going to trade him. But who knows what the situation is? He could get traded, or he may never play football again. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got the 20 seconds. Go.
Andrews, Sanders, Higgins for Debo, Hall, and Dillon.
Debo, Hall, Dillon, I think. Andrews, Sanders, and Higgins for Debo, Hall, and Dillon. I think Debo Hall.
Yeah,
I think the Debo Hall side. Andrews. That's tough to break down, though. Read it one more time.
Smitty?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I need a wide receiver. The options out there are Chase, Adams, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's what I'm looking for. I have a ton of good RB value on my lineup. I have Chubb, Mixon, Walker, B-Rob. I'd be willing to get rid of too. What trade would you make?
Bro, there's no way to mentally wrap my head around that in 20 seconds. You're going to have to give me, offers. But hit me with, a scenario real quickly. I'll give you one more shot. 20 more seconds. Go.
Okay, cool. The scenario is I need a wide receiver because I only have one good one, and that's Diggs. And I have a ton of good RBs. Chase is out there. And Amon-Ra and Adams are out there, but they're stingy to trade for. What would you do?
I feel like you just repeated it.
I'm sorry, I didn't give you names that time. I'm trying to make it quick. This is hard.
Bro, to break that down in 20 seconds, we need something shorter. Put that in a...
Okay, I'll call back. How about that?
Yeah, put that in a question or call back if we open the phone lines again. All right, appreciate you, man.
All right, sorry, bye.
No problem. All right. I feel like he just repeated it back. He just said it again. It's not his fault. He's calling into an unorthodox show where I'm hanging up on people. It's no one's fault but mine. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Smitty, this is Dell, man. Do you think Warren will take over Najee's job?
Bro, I mean, the news just got better for Najee. more than they got worse. Like, we just heard he's getting a steal. Like, I'm not saying I'm on Najee Harris now, but, like, you're calling in and asking, is Warren going to take his job when word is that things should get better for him, hopefully, right? So, he got his steel slipper taken off. He's been wearing a steel boot. I don't know why, but he's been wearing one. It's obviously to protect the Liz Frank injury, but I don't know. Like, this is the wrong time to ask that question. I don't think you're gonna see a takeover. But if Najee gets hurt, Warren's a really good stash. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah,
you sound like you got Warren and you're just hoping.
No, he's on my waiver wire. I was debating on picking him up.
Yeah, I mean, the news is good for Najee today. I don't know that it's going to result into any change, but I'm just saying, like, you know, now's not the time to, you know, to say, oh, is he taking over? like, it's going in the other direction, bro. But I appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, grab him if you've got a drop.
Okay, thanks, man.
Appreciate you, man. All right, live better. You're live. You got 20 seconds. Go. Don't disappoint me.
Hollywood and Everett for Evans. Mike Evans.
Hollywood Everett for take Mike Evans. Smash that. Smash it.
Sweet. Thanks.
Appreciate you. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You're live on the fantasy football show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Hey, man. I just traded Debo, Dalvin, and Zeke, and just got Derrick Henry and Diggs. Was that a good trade?
Smash. Nice job. Good job, bro. Good job. That was a good trade. You're live on the fantasy football show. You got 20 seconds.
Would you sell Higgins and Damien Pierce for Justin Jefferson?
Higgins and Pierce for JJ? Yes. I take JJ. But, you know, it's nothing to just, like, you know, you got to pause for a second at least because that's a lot of talent. You know, Pierce and Higgins. But Higgins is banged up. JJ's JJ.
My running backs are Kamara and Hall right now, so.
Yeah. I'd take JJ, bro. All right,
Thanks,
later.
Smitty.
Thank you. The Wood, you got 20 seconds. Don't disappoint me.
What's going on, Smitty?
What's up?
I was just gonna. Do you think I should drop Bateman for Henderson right now?
Yes. Go get Hendy.
Okay.
And then try and trade him.
All right, cool.
Yeah, good one.
So I trade him after. All right, for sure. All right, thanks.
Yeah, because I mean Bateman's out, Hendy's in. Let's roll. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know what Hendy's gonna turn into or not turn into or get hurt or whatever. So trading Hendy ain't a bad idea, if you know what I'm saying. I'm trading Hendy all day long. Just got JT and Aman. Super chats are coming next. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds.
What's up, Smitty? I'm 1-4 full PPR. I have Hurts and Swift. I'm being offered Jacobs, Pierce, and Geno Smith in return. What do you think?
Jacobs, say it again.
Jacobs, Pierce, and Geno Smith. And in return, I would be trading away Jalen Hurts and Pierce or Brees Hall. One of those two backs.
You just said Pierce on both sides.
No. So I would be receiving Jacobs, Pierce, and Geno Smith for Swift and Hurts.
You just said Pierce on the other side. Okay, so Swift and Hurts, Jacobs and Pierce. Give me Swift and Hurts, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, appreciate you. I know. I heard it. He said Pierce on both sides of that. You guys double talking me. You don't double talk me. I'm in my own court. You got 15 seconds because the other guy wasted your 5. Go. You're live. You got 8 seconds. Later. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 18 seconds because that guy wasted 2 of yours. Go.
Okay, so Michael Gallup and Devin DuVernay for Etienne Jr.
ETN, go ETN, baby. Say his name right. ETN. It's not Etienne anymore. We're changing it to ETN because you abbreviated ETN. No, I'm just kidding. You can say it however you want. But,
Got it. All right.
bro, ETN all the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love ETN, bro. Love ETN.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, the thanks is all on this side of the table, pal. Appreciate you. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 20 seconds. Roll.
Hello.
You got 14 seconds.
Yeah. Hey, would you be eager to trade Najee in the Dynasty League?
I mean, in general, I would say I would maybe look to sell him off of this news that he got the steel shoe removed. And then you start poking around at Kenneth Walker, Damien Pierce. I don't know that I trust Najee Harris that much right now. I think if I own Harris, I'm using this news to sell him higher than I was already going to sell him anyway. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't really shift me in a direction of, oh, now I love Najee again. This has me going, now I can get rid of him a little bit more at a little bit higher price tag. That's what I'm thinking. And there's somebody out there, bro, that's thinking, oh, he's going to be fine. This is a nice little, find right here. Gold mine. He's had a steel plate in his shoe. He's been playing with a steel boot. Now I can come in. Look, we've been lied to about this situation the entire time. I'm using this information and leveraging it into a bigger trade for getting rid of Najee. I'm not buying him.
All right,
Yeah, appreciate you. It's not to say he can't prove me wrong or I won't change my tune on it. You know what I'm saying? Things change, but you're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds.
Yo, Smitty.
Yo.
Here's my team. I got a really good team, but I need to upgrade.
Bro, you got 10
Eckler,
seconds. I don't think you can list your team off in 10 seconds.
Cook, Lamb, Kirk, Benjamin, Higgins, Edwards-Helaire, Sanders, Hall, Henderson. That's it.
I don't know what you're asking me. In 20 seconds.
I didn't make a trade. I may make a trade. Make a league-winning trade.
I know, but I can't. Name it one more time.
All right. Alvin, Eckler, Cook, Lamb, Kirk, Everett, Benjamin.
Cook and Kirk for
Edwards-Helaire.
JT. Cook and Kirk for JT. Go.
Thank you.
Yep. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Hey, this is D-Class.
D-Class, what's up? You have 20 seconds. Go.
Hey, do you think Tua is a viable streaming option for Week 7, assuming he clears protocol?
I don't know that Tua ever plays again. I think Tua is likely to play again. He's on the field throwing the football. The intention is to get him to play again. But, I mean, let's not pretend that this guy isn't going to have to go through vigorous, discussions and, doctors looking at, just because he's out there throwing, he's cleared to go throw and sit out there. He might be very far away from even playing, or they could play him next week in Week 7, bro.
Sure.
And if they do that, he goes out and takes one hit, he could be done. I don't think anybody understands where his brain's at right now. And, to shove him out there, the NFL would be in such hot water if he walked out there in Week 7, took a blindside hit, and just didn't get up, and then they had to put him on a cart. The NFL would be in such hot.
They'd never hear the end of it.
It never.
They'd never hear the end of it.
Never. Bro. If you got patted on the back walking out of the huddle, you'd be in concussion protocol from that point forward. No one could touch you. You would have to wear those cone. You'd have to wear these cone things, bro. You'd have to wear these cone things literally on the field during the games. I'm holding one up right now on my head. These, what do they call these things? They're like the cone sleeves or whatever. I think those were a bad idea. Why is everybody in concussion protocol? Is it because they wore these cone things all off season long to protect themselves? No one took a hit during the entire off season. No one even slapped the other person on the rear end during the off season because no one wanted to get a concussion. I think everybody's the lack of preseason hits. Everything is probably accumulating to this, but I don't know.
Sure. All right, hey, appreciate you.
All right, later. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
What's up, Smitty? It's Caspo here. I just had a question about a trade. Had PPR 12 team. I was offered Kamara and Garrett Wilson, but I have to give up Brian Robinson, Jeff Wilson, and Gabe Davis. Thoughts?
Kamara and who was the other person? Kamara and who?
Garrett Wilson, the Dutch receiver.
Yeah, give me Kamara aside. Gabe Davis and who else?
Okay.
Gabe Davis and who else?
So, I'm giving up Gabe Davis, Jeff Wilson, and Brian Robinson.
Yeah, I'm taking Kamara, bro. Easy. Easy. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're not going to even mouth breathe. You're just going to sit there. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 18 seconds because that guy took 2 of yours. Go.
That's right. I traded Brian Robinson for Stevenson. Is that good?
Yeah. I mean, I like Brian Robinson, bro, but Stevenson, that was a great move. I like that. I mean, it could go either way. Honestly, could go either way. But I'm going to lean Stevenson. Nice job. Long-term, Brian Robinson might have a little bit more safety, like, because Stevenson could be on a little bit of a short leash, given that Damien Harris could come back. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm taking Stevenson, and not to mention the trade value coming off this week if he blows up. But don't get me wrong, there's some risk involved in that because Brian Robinson's more secured and locked into his starting role. You know what I'm saying? So there's a little risk on going the Stevenson route. So just know that and understand that.
Okay.
All right, appreciate you. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 20 seconds. Go. You're out of here. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds. Go.
Mitty, wonder your thoughts about this early trade I made. 12-team PPR auction draft. Drafted both Josh Allen for $35, Lamar Jackson for $8. Wanted to stack with Mark Andrews, so I traded Josh Allen for Mark Andrews and Rondell Moore, which I've dropped, and I also gave up Chase Edmonds in the deal. I think I'm winning.
Dude ran out of time.
like that.
He ran out of time. Like, what's he doing? What does this look like? What are we running here? You got 20 seconds. He's telling me his life story. All right, I got two of you. Look, this isn't going to be like Hunger Games here. The survival of the fittest. I got 2 of you on here. You got 20 seconds between the 2 of you. Go.
I don't mind.
What?
His. I don't mind his. I like
Go.
I like getting the stack with Lamar, but you are giving up
Smitty.
Josh Allen. But Smitty, I got another question for you. All right, I got to start 2.
9 seconds.
PPR. So I got Kareem Hunt, Melvin Gordon, ETN. I know it's disgusting, but I got to start 2. PPR. What you think?
ETN. 2 seconds.
ETN and all right, cool.
Dude, you there?
Can I go now?
Go, hurry. You got 10 seconds. Go.
Okay. I have too many running backs. I need to condense them into better players. So I have Saquon, Brees, Kenneth Walker, Eno, J-Rob, B-Rob.
You got 4 seconds,
Melvin
bro.
Gordon.
That you gotta narrow down your question. That there's no analyzing a roster during a 20-second bit. Let's give you one more try. 10 seconds. Ask me something that I can answer within 10 seconds. Go.
Okay. Should I go Eno over Kenneth this week?
No, I go Kenneth. Although there's arguments to be made there. There really is. You know, like Eno's gonna have a good day. But Kenneth Walker, would you sleep like a baby the next night if Kenneth Walker goes out and has a big monster game and he's on your bench? The answer is no. If Eno Benjamin goes out, little Eno goes out and has a day, I think you'll be okay. I think you'll sleep all right. Maybe you toss and turn for an hour or 2. But Kenneth Walker can't be on your bench, bro. It's not doable.
You're right.
You know what I mean? All right.
Thanks for looking out for my sleep, Smitty.
Appreciate
Love
you.
you, dog.
All right. You're up. Manuel, you got 20 seconds, and I'm not, just because we're on. Oh, he hung up. Way to go, Manuel. There you go. Manuel, you've got 20 seconds, and you're not getting a single second more just because I've got your name saved in here, and I know how to say your name, and we're on first name basis terms. Let's go. You got 20 seconds. Go.
What's up, Smitty? Hey, I got a trade offer. Kareem Hunt and my Dallas Cowboys defense for Kenneth Walker, straight up.
Take a lap for asking. Kenneth Walker. You're in contempt for that question. In contempt. Appreciate you. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
What should I do with J-Rob the rest of the season?
Try and trade him. Throw him in as icing on a cake. Like, hey, bro, give me your Pittman. I'll give you my Curtis Samuel. I'll give you J-Rob for free. You know, something like that.
Sounds
You
good, man.
got to use the voice though, or it doesn't really work. Because J-Rob's hard to sell.
All right.
Appreciate you. Later.
Love you, back.
You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Roll.
Start one. Waddle, Mostert, or Pickens this week.
Waddle,
PPR fullback.
Mostert, Pickens, Waddle. You can't sit Waddle. Like, Waddle's off the injury report. Like, I'm worried about the situation, bro, of course. But you got to start Waddle, man. Easy.
Gotcha.
Later. I mean, sometimes I say, like, sell Waddle. I'm worried about Waddle. Waddle's in the panic chamber, and then people put him on the bench. And it's like, that's not my intention, to scare people away. You know? I'm not trying to scare anybody away. I'm just saying, sell them if you can. I just got JT and Amon Ra off of Hill. I hate to do.
Quick question,
I hate to do this to you both, but this is like Squid Game style. Okay, you both got 20 seconds. Go.
Starter. Who do I start? Henderson or Walker this week?
Walker.
Walker, and then what about Lazard?
You just gonna let him do that to you, bro? You're gonna let him take all your time? You just gonna let him do that to you, bro? Time's up. I mean, literally. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Cool. Straight for Drake London and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Would you give away either Mixon or Chubb?
Drake London, Amon-Ra St. Brown for Mixon or Chubb?
Yeah.
Give me Chubb.
One or the other.
Chubb, bro, over Amon-Ra and you said, say it again.
Oh, you would keep Chubb is what you're saying. I'm trying to trade for a wide receiver.
Okay, say it
And I
again.
thought maybe a double package would be good for one of them.
Say it again.
Yep. So I would trade either Chubb away or Mixon away for the package of Amon-Ra St. Brown and Drake London.
I trade
Good or bad?
Mixon for Amon-Ra, and then I hope that the police don't come at my door, bro. Come on. But like to throw
Okay,
to throw Mixon and Chubb into the same conversation is disgusting to me. You know, like
Okay.
Chubb is on a whole nother level, and you're bringing him into this situation like as if they're equals.
He is the moon man. I got
Okay.
it. He's the moon
Well,
man.
he's not. He wasn't the moon
Okay,
man. I'll be
but-
honest. I wasn't as high on Chubb as I should have been, but that's neither here nor there. All right, get out of my courtroom. Appreciate you.
I'm going. Bye.
All right, Ben, I appreciate you calling back, Ben.
Hey.
You got 20 seconds. Go.
Yeah, no, thanks, man. I dropped the call there. Hey, I wanted to advise on these two trades that I made. So on one league, I traded CEH for Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis,
and
go.
on another league, I traded Mike Williams for Brees Hall.
Oh, God, Brees Hall. You smashed on both of those. Can I ask you a question?
Awesome.
You're a polite individual, but you let that man take all the time earlier. You needed to shove him out of the way. In Squid Games, there's no friends. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. And I appreciate you calling back, being a good dude, but you gotta shove that man aside, not let him take. He took both questions, bro. You had 20 seconds between the two of you. All right, I appreciate you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
All right, Ben.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. But later. Nice trades. All right, you're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You have 20 seconds. Go.
Should I trade Olave for Najee Harris?
I'd probably rather have. Look, this could go a couple different directions. Najee could gain value, or he could lose value. I think Najee's probably worth a little bit more at the moment,
Okay, thank you.
especially coming off the news. You know that he's got the steel boot and all that. But yeah, all right, bro. Appreciate you. Later.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Okay, we've got two of you on the line right now, and you have 20 seconds between the two of you. Good luck.
Would Cooper Rush be a good play for Week 7?
He's okay. I mean, maybe Dak's back. You know what I mean? You don't know Cooper Rush is going to be in the
but they're
lineup.
playing Detroit, so you think that's a good shootout?
I honestly, it's an okay play. I'm not rushing to get Cooper Rush into my lineup at all. Let alone will he even be in there? We don't know. All right, we got 5 seconds. Is the other guy not going to step in?
Hey, Schmitty, Aaron Jones and Deebo Samuel for Justin Jefferson.
Aaron Jones, Debo for Justin Jefferson. Aaron Jones and Debo is a lot for JJ. I probably lean, as much as I love JJ, if you need a change and you need like running back on top of that's, I'd probably go Aaron Jones and Debo, but that's really tough, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
What about?
You're live on the Oh, that guy was gonna ask a question. Call back. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Would you trade Damien Pierce for DeAndre Swift?
Yeah, take Swift and run. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 20 seconds. Wasting my time here. 10 seconds. And he just hangs up. Hangs up. Yeah, Debo and Aaron Jones for... Debo and Aaron Jones for JJ. That was a tough question. What do you guys think in the chat on that one? That one's a really, really tough question. All right. You've got 20 seconds. You're live on the show. Go.
Hey, would you trade away? Would you trade away Cam Akers and Devontae Smith for Judy and ETN?
Cam Akers, Devontae Smith for Judy ETN. Give me Judy ETN. I appreciate it. All right. You two gentlemen are live on the show, and you got 20 seconds between the two of you. Go.
Okay, Smitty. Week 7 spot start for Josh Allen bye week. Jared Goff at Dallas, Zach Wilson at Denver, Mariota at Cincinnati, Tannehill home at Indy, or Brissett at Baltimore.
Bro, I couldn't retain all that. Say it one more time.
So I'm looking for a spot start. I'm really debating next week between Jared Goff against the Cowboys, Zach Wilson against Denver, or Ryan Tannehill home.
Give me Goff.
Indy.
Give me Goff.
Goff. Sweet.
All right, later,
Thanks,
man.
Peace.
All right, you're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Hey, Hollywood or CD rest of the year?
CD, because you got Hopkins coming back. I mean, Hollywood's only going to drop off a little, not go up.
Taysom for Dobbins?
I mean, are you hurting a tight end, or are you trading away Taysom?
I'm trading Dobbins for
Do you need a tight end badly?
Yeah, I have Waller.
Well, Waller's coming back, though, you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like you can get more. I like Taysom Hill a lot, but I feel like you're trading Dobbins a little low.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, but I don't mind the idea, but you're trading him a little low. All right, pal. Appreciate you.
Okay. Thanks, man.
All right. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna close the phone, or I'm gonna. You're live with the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds.
Hey, Smitty, Duvernay, Rondale Moore, or Jacoby Myers. Pick one.
Probably Jacoby.
All right, thanks.
Later. All right, I'm going to turn the phone lines off for a few minutes while I get through these super chats. So the phone lines are not active. Don't try calling unless you want to just get sent to voicemail and be frustrated. So let's get to these super chats real quickly that have been piling up here. Super chats. Let's go. Let's see here. Hernandez, Neighbors, Michael, Lucius, and then I think we finished this one. Should I trade Higgins and Walker for Dalvin Cook? I'd rather have Higgins and Walker. I think I answered this one because I think, some would rather have Yeah, I think I answered that one. Stallworth is Higbee, Taysom, or Kittle. Okay, yeah, I think this is where we ended up finishing off. So let me go through these. I traded my Schultz for Pitts. I like Pitts more. I definitely do. And you got to wait on him, but wait on him. And Joku as well. That's fine. I have Burrow, blah, 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 blah. Garrett, appreciate your super chat. Nice job with Pitts, bro. If I missed your question or didn't understand it, let me know. UPS Power, appreciate your super chat. I don't see a question attached to it. Let me search for you real quickly. I think this is it right here. So appreciate you. And that should catch us up here. So this question from UPS Power says, should I drop D-Carr for Kirk Cousins? My starting QBs are Justin Herbert. I'd rather have Carr right now, to be honest. But I mean, obviously this week you got to be okay, and you should be. But I like Carr a little bit more going forward. And some might disagree with me. Trade Mostert for Jameson Williams. I'd rather have Mostert, I think, for redraft purposes, because Jameson Williams is coming off an ACL. He's a rookie. He's going to take him time. I guess if you need a wide receiver bad, I don't mind that trade, but I feel like Mostert's got more trade value, if anything, just to trade him. $10 holler. Mashed potatoes. Was offered St. Brown and Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker for Barkley, Higgins. Give me, let's see, St. Brown, Aaron Jones, Walker for Barkley, Higgins. Bro, that's a tough one. I guess I go St. Brown, Aaron Jones, Walker. But that's tough. That's tough. Does the chat disagree? I mean, you got to go St. Brown, Aaron Jones, and Walker, right? Over Barkley and Higgins? No? I think that's really close. Let's see what the chat thinks. That's really, really close. Travis with a super CD or Hollywood rest of season. Give me CD Lamb, because Hopkins is coming back. Dobbins for Taysom Hill. Oh, that might have been this gentleman that called in. You need to get more for Dobbins, I think. I think you need to get more. The phone lines are off for the moment, guys, if you guys are trying to dial in. I already said that. And you're going to be able to you're just going to be smacking against the voicemail, bro. So, just letting you know. $10 holler from John. Mashed potatoes. John. Josh Allen, JT, B, Brian Robinson, Tyreek Hill, Kirk, DK, Kittle, Kenny Pickett, Herbert, and Joku. Should I trade anyone? I don't know, bro. I mean, like, Brian Robinson's got good trade value right now. Kirk and Brian Robinson for one player, like Aaron Jones on the cheap, would be an interesting idea to me. I think going after using Kirk and Brian Robinson for a Jamar Chase would be interesting. Those ideas, kind of run past me real quickly, but past that, it's hard to say you could pull off any kind of bigger trade unless you divide up JT, which you're going to have to wait on. Tyreek Hill, interesting trade there. Okay, I look to trade Tyreek Hill potentially. Start Pollard versus the Eagles or Joshua Kelly versus the Broncos. Pollard, Castro. Thank you for your super chat. 12-team non-PPR 3-2 record. Aaron Rodgers, Barkley, Swift, ETN. How can I improve? I love your running backs. Kupp, Myers, and Joku London. Not much to do here other than, I don't want you trading away your running backs, bro. And Kupp, I'm not trading away. I think this is one of those situations where it's rare where I say don't make a trade. Unless you're going to trade, Jamal Williams, away and Swift together to get like a wide receiver and bank on ETN. But I like Swift coming back. You're 3-2. You can weather through the bye week, I think, and then come out on a tear outside of the bye week, and having those two running backs together with Barkley, with Kupp. I don't think there's a move to make here unless you can sell high on Jacoby and Njoku and go like rogue at tight end and somehow get a Higgins involved. Myers for Pittman. See if you can get Pittman using Alec Pierce and Myers for Pittman. I think Pittman would be the best target for you because Pittman would be cheap. $2 hauler. Thielen, Pickens, McKenzie, Jeff Wilson. Thanks. Pick one. One wide receiver, one flex. I guess I go Thielen, Jeff Wilson, and Thielen or Jeff Wilson and Pickens. Between the two wide receivers, Thielen and Pickens, I don't know. I'd probably lean, I guess, Thielen for safety. But Pickens if you want a little bit of a dice roll, high upside, high risk. Hall, PPR, Pitts, Irv Smith, or stream Disley. Pitts, if he's good to go, we'll have to kind of wait and see how that plays out. But Disley's safer, and you kind of put Disley in and wait, I think. Fantasy Football Court, trust 6 offensive line Kittle again this week, or Ayuk at flex. Probably go Kittle. Probably go Kittle. But I don't like either one of those options. Maybe there's a better option on waivers, bro. Successfully traded Hill and Keenan Allen for Diggs. Tyreek Hill and Keenan Allen, I assume, overcome. That's phenomenal. I like Diggs. I'm questioning Tyreek's ability to hang with his current scoring production. Maybe Tua comes back, though. Tough to say. Let's go week 6. If I win in first 12-person auction keeper league, my team is nice, no question. Appreciate you, Joe, for dropping the super chat. St. Brown for Walker and Olave. I'd rather have... God, I don't know if I'm going to regret saying this, but because I love St. Brown. But Walker and Olave, I guess, bro. But that's so close. That's ultra close. Flex Pollard, Pickens, or Garrett Wilson, half PPR. Give me... I'm going to start ruling with this today. Flex Pollard, Pickens, or Garrett Wilson. Give me Pickens. But I like Pollard a lot, but give me Pickens. Give me Pickens. $10 holler from Shannon. Got offered JT and Pollard for Debo and Ramondre. Give me JT and Pollard probably. I don't know, bro. Can I get the chat to help with this one? That's too close for. I want more opinions on this one. I'm wavering as I speak. Would you rather have JT and Pollard or Debo and Ramondre? Can I get a group think on that one? That one's a very, very tough one. That's a tough one, bro. Flex Pollard, Pickens, or Wilson. Okay, I think I'm caught up here. Lewis says, what's up, Smitty, Dylan, or ETN? Flex. Give me ETN this week. But that's arguably, that's an arguable call. Robert, thank you for the super chat. There's no message attached. I'll go try and hunt for your message that preceded that one. Walker, Debo side, Debo Stevenson side, JT side, Debo side, Debo Ramondre side, Debo side, Debo side, Debo side. Looks like the Debo side's gonna win that. I'm on the fence though, I'll be honest. Robert with a $10. Mashed potatoes. Robert, appreciate you, buddy boy. Robert says, hey, Smitty, thanks, brother, for answering my Rondell Moore, Duvernay, and Jacoby Myers question. First time caller. Appreciate you. Robert, I didn't know that was even you. Yeah, it's going to be Myers for me, but Duvernay's interesting. Robert, if I had to say, I'm wavering on Duvernay and Myers. Do you guys like Duvernay or Myers this week? Can I get a vote on that for Robert? I'm wavering, Jordan Roberts. I'm wavering on that one all of a sudden. You know, Ron Navy with the $5 holler. Ron Navy in the building. Ron Navy to the moon. To the moon. Ron Navy, appreciate seeing you here. We've missed you over the past couple days. Kamara, now civil lawsuit, new details, troubling new allegations article. Yeah, we talked about that at the top of the show during the news segment, and definitely feel like this could trigger more spotlight on it, you know, and then maybe this full footage gets released. And you might want to rewatch that segment. I got in a little bit of a scuffle with Buddy boy. Buddy was telling me that if the video does not exist, so Buddy and I got a little disagreement about that. But yeah, thank you, Ron Navy, appreciate you. Tristan says Kyler, JT, Monty, Connor, Eno, Brian Robinson, Higgins, Waddle. I started Monty this week. Sadly, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. How can I save this? Kyler, JT, Monty, Connor, Eno. It would have been JT and Eno for me, and then Brian Robinson. That would have been my my 3 running backs. Monty just wasn't a good play yet, and Connor's hurt. So it was a pretty clear-cut running back crew for me, and I don't mind those running backs. They're pretty good for right now, JT and Eno. Brian Robinson should step in, nicely as your running back 2 go forward, and we'll see what happens with Eno after he has a really decent week this week, I think. Higgins and Waddle and Hopkins will be very good wide receivers for you. Ertz and Higbee and Taysom. You need to trade one or both of your tight ends. People are struggling at tight end, and you could maybe turn Monty and Higbee, or Monty and Ertz, or Monty and Taysom into a running back that's undervalued, bro, like an Aaron Jones or something. And I think coming out of week number 6, maybe there's some targets you can look at. I think heading into this week, Aaron Jones is a good buy low. ETN's a good buy low. Kenneth Walker's a good buy low. I don't think, Higbee and Monty will get that done, but you can certainly try. But I would try and shop one of those tight ends with Monty and see if you can get a deal done. That's what I would do if I'm you. Full PPR. All right. Pick 3, Mike Williams, Denver, Eno, Seahawks, Hendy, Panthers, Jeff Wilson, Falcons. I'm probably going Mike Williams, Eno, and Jeff Wilson. I'm tempted to go Hendy, but we don't really know what that situation looks like. Maybe the situation starts clarifying itself and Hendy starts looking like a really, really good play, and then we start looking at that again. But for right now, I'm going to say Jeff Wilson for now. And I'm not setting Eno or Mike Williams, so pretty easy call for me there for now. Tyler with the $13.99 holler. Appreciate you, buddy. Tyler says, what did the chat say about Jordan? What did we say about Jordan, guys? Did we like Duvernay or did we go with Jacoby Myers? What did we say? Did we get a vote on that? Can we please get people to drop a vote for Jordan Roberts? Duvernay or Jacoby, please. Please cast your vote for Jordan Roberts. He's a baller. He's been here for a long time. An OG on the show. This one right here. Current team. 5-0. 5-0. Just got offered JT and London for Chase and Ramondre and Henderson. JT and London for Chase and Ramondre. Give me Chase and Ramondre over JT, especially given JT's hurt. It's a tough call for me to make, but Ramondre, look, I love buying JT, but Chase has similar value. That's a pretty easy call for me given how good Ramondre Stevenson's looking right now. I got Burrow. Okay, don't want to touch Henry or Tyreek if possible, so you're looking for a trade. So you don't want to touch Henry or Tyreek. So I would say J-Rob and Taysom Hill, if you can survive that at tight end, to try and get like a potential Higgins or a potential... I mean, depends how bad someone's struggling at tight end. You could try and get like Keenan Allen and Taysom Hill and try and get a Kenneth Walker before he blows up. Would I get try and trade J-Rob into ETN? Try to trade Monty and Taysom Hill. You got Goddard. Okay, I just saw that. Taysom Hill and Monty into... I don't think you'll get Aaron Jones, but you try. You try and get Walker. You try and get these running backs that are, obviously about to explode. Some people know that Walker is going to explode. Some people are not yet valuing him where they should be valuing him. But J-Rob and Monty, J-Rob and Taysom Hill, go get a Higgins who people are down on right now. I think you can use J-Rob one last week with Taysom Hill or Goddard. Keep whichever one. If you can get more for Goddard, then trade Goddard. This one right here. Ron Rivers now with the Rams called up for Akers. Not a bad cheap stash. Ronnie Rivers. Okay, nice one. Ron Navy, thank you for that. Ron Navy and the Hizzy. Appreciate Ron. Hunt, Waddle, AJ Dillon, or ETN. Give me Waddle this week. Pick 2 though. Okay. Waddle and ETN. You wouldn't be crazy to wait on ETN. Ronaldo, I got a super chat here without a question. I'm going to put that aside and look for your corresponding question after because you didn't attach it, but that's okay. I'll find it. Hollywood for Kyler. Start 1, Jeff Wilson or Hendy. Give me Jeff Wilson. And it depends on, that's a vague question, not knowing the quarterback situation. I'd rather have, I suppose, Kyler if you need a quarterback, but that's a tough one. Ray, 10-team PPR keeper. I trade Sutton for Keenan Allen. I'd rather have Sutton. I also have Cup and Chase. Smitty approved. I traded Sutton for Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's injured, hasn't proven anything. Sutton's been playing pretty well. So I'm going to say that's a no on that. And be right back. Hang there. We got a delivery. I got something outside. I don't want to leave outside. Hang tight. My bad. I had to handle like 2 different things going on. All right, so where were we at? Appreciate you all hanging tight. We got 300 people in here. 285 thumbs up. If you could please punch the thumb up button for your boy Smitty. I'd appreciate that. It looks like we left off on this super chat here. Hunt Waddle, I think I answered that one. Pick 2 ETN. Yeah, ETN's a little bit of a risk potentially. Jimenez says one flex, Ramondre, Walker, Dobbs, or Pickens 2 and 3. I'm gonna flex Walker, bro. You couldn't sleep at night if you ended up putting Walker on the bench and he went out and blew up. Saquon, JT. Best trade you would do for a wide receiver? I mean, Ramondre for Higgins right now is pretty decent value. A.J. Brown using Ramondre and trying to add in something, and those things could be possibilities. B-Rob for Higgins straight up could work. And there's some risk in that, but I definitely would consider, I would say A.J. Brown and Higgins are the best. And Pittman is a very low buy low. I don't think I'd give up Ramondre for Pittman, but you might be able to do a smaller trade for Pittman. Should I drop Garrett Wilson for Darrell Henderson? Probably for right now, bro. I would say that's a smart move at the current moment. LaCour, Sanders, or Benjamin. Give me, I mean, Sanders is safer. Benjamin's kind of a craftier, riskier play. They're both pretty arguable this week, my man. Who would you guys go in the chat? Sanders or Eno this week? And Ronaldo, I don't see a question by you at all. after you dropped that super chat, but I appreciate you dropping the super chat, Ronaldo. You're the man. All right, let's get back to the phone lines. Phone lines are back open and active. We've got 304 people in here. Fantasy Football Court. We're doing it live. You know the drill. 20 seconds. You get 20 seconds, and that's it. And then I'm hanging up on you. So phone lines are open. Dial in. Let's go. Court in session.
It's time for fantasy football. Court.
You've got 20 seconds. Go. You're live.
What's up, Smitty? Quick question. Would you trade Alvin Lazard for A.J. Dillon?
Yes, to take A.J. Dillon. Easy call. 4 seconds.
All right, for sure. Thanks,
Cool.
Smitty.
Later. Nice job. Nice delivery, Zach. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, look, you got 20 seconds. You got to do what you got to do. You call in and you give me a list of your entire team. You're not going to get any advice from me in Fantasy Football Court. It's got to be short and to the point in Fantasy Football Court. You got 20 seconds. Go. You're live.
Do you play Higgins if he's questionable, or is there any situation where you play Higgins this week?
I mean, the options. I need the options, you know.
I mean, I'll play. Do I play Boyd if he's limited, or I can pick up Boyd?
I mean, that's a great.
Maybe Rondell Moore.
No, that's a great opportunity. You have Higgins and Boyd, and you swap them out if Higgins looks like he's going to be limited. If Higgins is going to play, you play him. But look what he did last week. You know, Boyd's safer, but I'd have both. That's a good option.
No, I know.
That's a good option.
Got it. Appreciate it.
All right. That's a good one. I mean, Boyd is a fantastic alternative. All right, dial into the show. Hit him with the Water Boys video. That's right. I got that all. I got this as well. Silver, you haven't been here for a while. Well, we got all kinds of things. We got the...
Got him.
We got a lot of new... Silver, where have you been, my bro? We haven't seen you in forever. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You've got 20 seconds. Go.
Walker or Aaron Jones?
Walker or Aaron Jones? Give me... Bro, that's tough. You can't find a way to... How did Aaron Jones get into your flex conversation?
Because I have Steven Brees, too.
Brees?
With only one flex.
I think Aaron Jones is your running back, too. This question is between Stevenson and Walker, I think. I don't think you can put Aaron Jones on the bench. Do you guys agree? Does the chat agree that if it's between Aaron Jones, Stevenson, and Walker, it's more of a question between Walker and Stevenson? Or am I wrong? Is everybody like, forget Aaron Jones? He's done. I'm done with him. I don't know if that's the way everybody feels.
I just wasn't sure because Jones has been kind of up and down. I know he's good.
He has been up and down, and you're right. And I'm trying to gauge whether I'm wrong. Maybe I'm off base here. Maybe I'm hanging on to Aaron Jones a week too late. But I kind of feel he's a good buy low right now. So maybe that's why I'm defending him. But I would love to know what the chat thinks.
Yeah, I'll wait and see what they say.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
So, yeah. Hold on. Let's see what they say. Bench Walker, go Stevenson. I don't know if I agree with that, but Brees is on the rise. So, yeah, Brees is in there. He's locked in. Aaron Jones.
Yeah, Brees is in.
Aaron Jones should always be a starter, says Casey. I think it's between Brees and Walker. No. Stevenson and Aaron Jones, smash it. I don't know. We got answers all over the place, bro. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Aaron Jones and Brees are locks for me, and that it comes down to Stevenson and Walker. And as I've been given advice all day long on this one, I can't put Walker on the bench. But Stevenson is a top 5 to 7 play for running backs across the industry averaged. If I'm not confusing you anymore, like across the industry, he's a top 5 to 7 running back play this week. So I honestly don't know what to tell you. Can you hit me with this on Saturday night?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to commit to an answer on this one because I feel like this could change for me. I'm wavering, and we need more time to break it down. All right, man. Appreciate you. Later.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Hammer down.
Hey, Smitty. So I'm trying to trade for a receiver upgrade. I have Lazard to throw in and a running back. I got ETN, Dylan, Robinson, and Herbert. Who do I go after with one of those running backs and Lazard?
Jay Robinson?
Brian Robinson.
Brian Robinson, Lazard, Stevenson. Brian Robinson, and Lazard, Kenneth Walker. Brian Robinson, and Lazard.
If I'm going for a receiver.
Brian Robinson and Lazard for Higgins. Brian Robinson and Lazard for A.J.
Higgins.
Brown. Brian Robinson and Lazard for... I mean, that kind of like rounds out the wide receivers. If I'm looking at the wide receiver rankings, let me look at thefantasyfootballshow.com, which you can find at... Where's it going? Why is my button not working? There we go. Thefantasyfootballshow.com. Rankings, bold predictions, all that good stuff. Go get some at thefantasyfootballshow.com. I think, wide receivers, you're looking at Waddle being undervalued right now. DK Metcalf potentially for that. I don't know if Gabe Davis is probably not. That's borderline. But I'd be interested in him. I don't think that's a horrible.
So you think Higgins would be a good option? Because I already have Boyd on my team.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, Higgins is.
That owner also has.
Higgins is risky though, but I do like Higgins for that value. That's pretty good value. Like I like Brian Robinson a lot, but I think it's worth cashing in on a Higgins. Because Higgins was like everyone said he's the number one wide receiver. And then last week everyone's done with him. They're pissed off on it. They'll get rid of him. But he bounces back. Everyone's going to call him the best wide receiver in the world again, and it's a cycle with Higgins. It's a love-hate relationship. But I definitely consider him a pretty good value, bro.
Okay.
All right, man. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Later. All right, we got to get back to... I'm being too nice. We got to get back to this 20-second thing. What am I doing? Having long conversations during fantasy football court. It's 20 seconds and you're out. It's 20 seconds, you're done. And the next two individuals, I'm going to pit against each other. Throw them into the Squid Games or Hunger Games together. Make them fight each other for the 20 seconds. And I'm hanging up on both of them after 20 seconds is over. So the next two callers are going to be thrown into together. What's up, gentlemen? You're both live. You're both live on the Fantasy Football Show, and you both have 20 seconds combined, and whoever gets through, gets through. Fight for it. Go.
I traded away Damien Pierce. I dropped Gallup for Jameson Williams for JJ.
Damian Pierce and Higgins for JJ?
JJ.
I think I heard Damian Pierce and Higgins for JJ, and I'm going JJ. What's the other guy saying?
Yeah. I dropped Gallup for Jameson Williams.
Oh, you guys you ran out of time. Gallup for Jameson Williams. I guess I take Jameson Williams on that. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Yeah, I'm looking to trade Henderson and Algier for Walker.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be looking to do that too. I'll also be a boy could dream to fly as well.
Okay.
Algier and who was it?
Algier and Henderson.
Have you proposed this to the individual?
Not yet.
Do they know that they're having these kind of trade talks? Because, I mean, a boy can dream. A boy can dream. If you pull this off, please come back and let me know, so we can put you on our shoulders and march you around as the wizard of the year. Because I don't know that you're pulling that off, bro.
It.
I don't know if you're pulling that off. Let us know if it works out.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Guy wants gold. He wants to trade in a $5 bill for a block of gold. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe he pulls it off. I've seen stranger things happen. This is Bizarro year. I mean, God, I wish I could get those kind of deals. Sometimes we have the strangest ideas at night. We think we're going to get something pulled off like that. But, hey, try it. You got 20 seconds. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Go.
Schmitty, I have Dallas Goedert and Taysom Hill. Do I start Taysom Hill and try and trade like Terry McLaurin and Dallas Goedert for a better receiver?
Who is the wide receiver?
Well, I have A.J. Brown and I also have Gabe Davis. Oh, and Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin. Okay. Yeah, McLaurin and a wide receiver or one of the tight ends. I'd trade whatever tight end can get you the most. So McLaurin and one of the tight ends for like A.J. Brown or Debo or someone like that. Sure. Yeah, I definitely try it.
I start Taysom Hill.
I would rather start.
Taysom Hill,
I would start him and be fine with it. I mean, look what he did. He scored 4 touchdowns. I know everyone says, but what if, Smitty? What if Winston comes back? Well, what if they want to use him like Debo moving forward? They've said we're going to run him on the ground. Look, it's one thing to have like 100 yards and a touchdown and be like, okay, that was a freak thing. We'll still use Taysom Hill. He had 4 touchdowns and 100 yards rushing through a touchdown. Like, I don't think they're just going to be like, that success, we're going to ignore it. And then and Winston comes back. We're going to take him off the field. I don't think it works like that. But yeah, go get a guy. Appreciate you. Go get a guy like A.J. Brown, Debo. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. 20 seconds, go. Got scared. You know, it's not for everybody. The 20 seconds pressure inside the courtroom is not for everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I got graves and tombstones around me, skulls over that shoulder. You've got 20 seconds. You're live. 14 seconds. They get scared. They get scared. They don't know what to do. They hang up. They're literally sitting there. They'll call back. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 18 seconds. That guy took 2 of yours.
Njoku or Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill. But Njoku's maybe safer, but I'm going with the guy that just scored 4 touchdowns, threw a touchdown, and ran for 100 yards. You know what I'm saying?
I also just traded away Damien Pierce and Higgins for Justin Jefferson, but I'll get Jefferson before this week, so I'll play him on Sunday.
Nice job. Nice job. Way to take advantage.
Later.
Way to take advantage of your grandma.
It's
Yeah, don't try and play it off. Your grandma's crying there, baking you cookies, bro, and you're sitting there taking advantage of her. You probably didn't even let her know what she was doing. You're like, Grandma, hit the button. No. Just hit the button, Grandma.
You did it. You gave me the advice.
Yeah, well, I didn't know it was your grandma, bro. You know, family first.
I'll bring her cookies next week.
Yeah, later.
She'll get cookies or something.
Yeah, okay. Send me one. All right. You're live. You've got 20 seconds. Go.
I'm hurting that running back right now. I was offered Saquon for JJ. Would you do it?
You're hurting at wide receiver. I would take JJ. I love Saquon, the way he's playing, but like I'm still drafting JJ right at where he is or slightly above. Give me JJ.
No, I was saying I was hurt at running back, and I'm stocked on receivers. I have JJ, AJ Brown, Godwin, Olave, and was offered Saquon for JJ.
I mean, you could just reverse engineer what I said, and you'll get the answer that I like JJ more than Saquon. However, if you need a a running back badly, I'm okay with Barkley over JJ. If you're feeling like you need to go that route for your running backs, I'm okay with it. But I mean, I'm telling you in general, I like JJ more.
I'm gonna be honest with my gut. My gut says keep JJ and ride with ETN and AJ Dillon and Brian Robinson for right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know though.
I mean, the thing is, what wide receivers do you have again?
I have AJ Brown, Chris Olave, Chris Godwin, and JJ.
Yeah, it's not like you're like bleeding wide receiver. Oh, you're like
exactly.
over. You know what I mean? Like you're just moving talent. Even though you're filling your lineup a little bit differently, you're still just moving talent around. It's not like it's really replacing anything. It's just like you're organizing it different. And I just feel like JJ. I like Barkley. I do. He's been completely playing like a monster. But I think that Jefferson could be. I just think he could be on another level than everybody. So.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
All right, bro.
Thank you for everything.
You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Would you trade B-Rob for London or Davis?
Gabe Davis?
Gabe Davis.
I like Gabe Davis over B-Rob if you need a wide receiver and it's PPR.
Okay.
You know,
but
like
London, right?
I like what B-Rob did and how he looked, but keep in mind there's still a lot of running backs there. And I feel like
right. So piggybacking off of that, do you think it's going to be a committee the rest of the way with Gibson, B-Rob, and McKissick?
It'll be a committee with B-Rob being the lead back in the committee. But like they're still going to have a rotation there. But it could be a 15 carry a game type of thing, which is almost enough carries. But I think that Gabe Davis is going to get you that back. And so given if it's PPR, I like Gabe Davis more, but it's arguable. If you need a running back, Gabe Davis or B-Rob's something I would say go ahead and do it. But if you get to choose which one you want, it doesn't really matter positionally, then I'm going Gabe Davis.
Okay. All right. Thanks, sir. Bye.
All right, later. Appreciate you. Akers, everyone's asking about Akers. I mean, Akers, the news today is pretty apparent that Cam Akers is, this is a weird piece of news, but Cam Akers' personal will not play week 6, and there was talk about where McVay wouldn't even confirm that he would be back with the team. We're awaiting what all that means. Could he be traded? Is that what that means? Maybe. Could it be that there's something going on with his personal life and it's Calvin Ridley like? We don't know. We're guessing, but he's done. He's done. In LA, it seems. That could change too. But yeah. I mean, this is he was an avoid anyway. Everybody here avoided him anyway, right? Pick up Schultz for Dak's return, Edmonds or Warren. Pick up Schultz maybe, but I mean, right now it depends on what you got to drop. And then Edmonds or Warren, I'm probably going Warren, I suppose. But that's tough. Olave's questionable. We don't have word on that yet. We don't know if Olave is going to be back yet. Let me see if there's any other super chats I need to get to. Super chats. We've got Collusion dropping a great show as usual. Thank you, Collusion. Collusion to the moon, everyone.
To the moon.
My guy. Collusion's a man of the people. Just an absolute monster. There are. I mean, obviously we have the Ron Navies and the Michael K. CPA, the Mark Clevelands. You know, all the fine fellows right here. Let's see here. We got, where is this? I don't know where that button is. I thought I had it somewhere in here. I lost it. But, you know, we got, the Jocelyn brothers. All the usual suspects. And then we got the Vamps and the Russian Collusions, the Silvers, the Terrys, the Rockouts, and just a load of people that have been here from the beginning. I'm sorry, I can't obviously name everybody, but Russian Collusion's been a monster here. G Money, I mean, these guys have been here for the start, and I just appreciate you all. ETN or Daryl Henderson, give me ETN, baby. And you know, that's debatable, but give me ETN. Pick up Schultz. Already got to that one. Appreciate you. I'd like to get a better running back in one of my leagues. Full PPR, thinking of trying to trade either Najee and Pittman or Najee and London. Suggestions. Yeah, I mean, Aaron Jones is a little bit of a crafty buy low, but he's also got risk. Kenneth Walker, I'd take over Najee straight up. Obviously, Breece Hall, I would, but you're not going to get Breece Hall with Pittman and Najee, but you could try. Maybe someone doesn't know what they got. I've seen stranger trades happen, go down, but Walker would be an interesting buy low, I think, for Najee right now. Traded Cup for Chase and Kenneth Walker. I forget if I answered this one already. Traded Cup for Chase and Kenneth Walker. I think I'd take Chase and Kenneth Walker, but that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'd like to get a better running back. Okay, I got that one. I think I'm caught up. Trone, I got Trone's super chat. Thank you, Trone, for your super chat. We still got 285 people in here. We've been live for over 2 hours and 9 minutes. Can we get a thumb up rush so we can get the 214 up to the 279? Can we just get a little match going on, a little mix and match? Should I trade Pollard and Knox for ETN? Yeah, I take ETN. I'm probably just wait on Swift another week, see how he does Wouldn't blame you for taking JT, though, says Silver. I like JT and Swift. I like Swift. I like JT a little more than Swift. But if I'm getting a whole lot with Swift, I would make that swap, depending on what you guys are talking about. I think that's going to maybe do it for the show today. 2 hours and 10 minutes is a good show. Smitty, would you trade Zeke and DK for Chase? I would take Chase, Jamar Chase, all day long. Like the video if you love your mother, says David. You're the man, Peanut Butter. Appreciate you. Oh, voicemails. No, we're not leaving yet. We're not leaving yet. We got all these voicemails to go through. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. Jeez. All right. Voicemails from my peeps here. This one is from, let's see here. This one is from Kevin.
What's up, Smitty, my dude? B-Rob announced as the starter for Thursday Night Football. Please remind everybody not to put him in your starting lineup. He's not going to get the bulk of the carries this week. Hey, but let this cake bake. We can pull it out at the right time, so he's our league winner. B-Rob season. B-Rob season.
Wait, what? I'm confused. I know this is yesterday before the game, but he's literally yelling B-Rob season. Kevin, what are you doing? Yelling B-Rob season, but at the same time saying, please tell these guys not to start B-Rob, who had 100 yard or had a touchdown in what? He had a decent game.
What's up, Smitty, my dude? B-Rob announced as the starter for Thursday Night Football. Please remind everybody not to put him in your starting lineup. He's not going to get the bulk of the carry. Take a look.
Broski. Big L. Big L, broski. Pain.
Hey, Smitty, with Hopkins coming back here in a few weeks, do you think Zach Ertz is still going to have a good amount of value that he's got right now? If we're riding the Tannehill wave right now, should we think about maybe trading him, Zach Ertz, for something? Any ideas, or just hold on to him and see how it goes?
I mean, bro, I don't know that anybody's giving up anything for Zach Ertz. I guess it's a tight end needy environment right now, right? So, yeah, I would maybe trade Zach Ertz and something like ETNs and Pittmans and such. Those are good buy lows in general. So, yeah, I guess I could get behind that. This one's from Victor.
Yo, Smitty, what's up? Victor here. Do you think Hollywood Brown is a good sell high because DeAndre Hopkins is coming back?
A lot of Hopkins talk here.
And they have Zach Ertz too, so I don't know if Hollywood Brown is going to have the same number of targets. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm definitely selling him high. Going after, Hollywood and somebody for Kenneth Walker, Hollywood for maybe even Pittman and something, or Pittman would definitely be something I would look at. James.
This game is outstanding garbage.
Oh, James. So some of these were yesterday.
I'm at work and I ain't got shit to do.
Hey, Conklin, come on, bro.
Hey, Smitty.
The monetization, Conklin.
Kind of desperate for a move. I have Joe Mixon, Damian Pierce, Jamal Williams is my only backs. I just lost Rashad Penny. And my wide receivers are CeeDee Lamb, Cortland Sutton, Brandon Ayuk, Jacoby Myers, Josh Reynolds, tight end David Njoku.
I'm not taking this in, bro.
Quarterback Joe Burrow. So I'm wondering, of those guys, what do you think I could get for best value in a trade? Maybe increase some running back depth.
It's such a long question, Kevin. I'm at this point in the show, I've got like ADD times 11.
Pierce, Jamal Williams. Only backs. I just lost Rashad Penny. And my wide receivers are CeeDee Lamb, Cortland Sutton, Brandon Ayuk, Jacoby Myers, Josh Reynolds.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I can't solve the world's problems in one message, but I could just say, like, Lamb for Chase, Lamb for Debo, Lamb for Diggs, Lamb, just upgrade Lamb chops a little bit, maybe using some of that. That's the best I could give you right now, Kevin. My brain's fried. Shorter questions are a little bit better when we're talking about this late in the show. You didn't know I was going to answer them late, but...
Smitty, so I'm trying to get Michael Pittman. I've got Zach Ertz. I've got Tannehill. So I was thinking about maybe if we're rolling with Tannehill this wave, should I trade Ertz for maybe Pittman and throw in a Madison or throw in at Dobbs? What do you think about that? Or do you think that's Ertz is just too
Wait, what is this? We're rolling with... Why you keep saying Tannehill's name and me and you? Like, we're rolling with Tannehill. Don't put me in any conversation with Tannehill. I have nothing to do with Tannehill. I'm not tied to Tannehill. I'm not starting Tannehill. You and me aren't doing nothing together with Tannehill. Let's hear this again.
So I'm trying to get Michael Pittman. I've got Zach Ertz. I've got Tannehill. So I was thinking about maybe if we're rolling with Tannehill.
Who said we're rolling with Tannehill?
This wave, should I trade Ertz for maybe Pittman and throw in a Madison or throw in at Dobbs?
I definitely like Pittman. The Pittman idea is great. I just don't know what this obsession is with Tannehill. Tannehill's garbage.
Smitty, somebody in my league just dropped Tyler Boyd. Should I
Go get
pick him
Pittman.
up and drop a guy like Dobbs? What do you think? Smitty, somebody in my league just dropped Tyler Boyd. Should I pick him up and drop a guy like...
I like Boyd. I like Boyd this week.
So, since I've stopped saying everybody's lineups be healthy each week, everybody has had...
James, for my monetization, I'm tempted not to play your message because you can't stop dropping the bombs.
Crucial, ridiculous injuries. So what I'm going to do is take it upon myself, and I am going to say, hey, everybody.
I don't know. He's gonna go somewhere that I'm not playing it. Sorry, James.
What's up, Victor here? Who do you think I should start? Dawson, Knox, or Taysom Hill?
Does it sound like Victor's gonna swear? Like, let me ask you that. Does it sound like Tell me if you guys think this sounds like James is gonna ruin my monetization for this video. Here we go. Listen to this. Ready? Here's James.
Set your lineups to win. Crucial, ridiculous injuries. So what I'm going to do is take it upon myself.
Does it sound like that man's gonna swear or this man?
What's up, Victor here? Who do you think I should start? Dawson, Knox, or Taysom Hill?
Give me Taysom Hill, Victor. You go on with your bad self. Taysom Hill, you picked him up. You're an animal. You're a monster. Cole.
Hey, Smitty, are we firing up Benjamin over Najee Harris?
Maybe not this week. God, I want to. Not that this is the best week to play so I don't mean for that to come out in a weird way. But I'd definitely say James is inching toward a meltdown, says Silver. He's about to melt down, bro. Look, I can't sit Najee. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. What am I doing with Najee? What do you guys think, chat? Are we going with Najee Harris? Or are we going with Benjamin? This is a tough one in week 6. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers at home against the Bucks. I'm going Benjamin against Seattle, and this is on the road, but I'm going Benjamin. It's hard to say that, especially after the lead boot, lead boot gate, steel boot gate. We're going We're going Eno's the answer.
Hey, Smitty, are we firing?
Hey, Smitty, out of these 3 running backs, who should I sit?
Tampa's
Kenneth
awful,
Walker,
that matchup.
Ramondre Stevenson, and Benjamin.
You got to sit in this situation because you got to start Ramondre and Walker, in my opinion. Yeah, Eno's the guy. All right, let's go to voicemail group number 1. If you guys want to be in this voicemail group, I need to swap some people out because there are people that are not leaving messages on the regular, and I'm going to boot them out and put new people in. If you want to be in the voicemail group, please DM me. First word, put voicemail. Okay? Your first word's got to be voicemail or I won't see it because I've got thousands of people DMing me and I won't open them. So voicemail, put voicemail group in it, and then ask me in there, hey, Smitty, can you add me to the voicemail group? Just put voicemail group, and then we'll roll. I'll put you in because I need to swap some people out. There's people that are not leaving messages at all. Jim, your messages aren't playing for some reason. They're sitting there. I don't know if that was an IG problem. So, Jim, I'm sorry. I can't get your messages to play. They just sit there with the play on, and it doesn't. I don't know what's going on with those. Caden. Same thing with Caden's. Ah, man.
Hey, Smitty.
This one works.
Which wide receiver would you rather have rest of season in a full PPR redraft league? Would it be Drake London or George Pickens?
Drake London. But I like Pickens a lot. And I think they're very close and arguable. So, Jim and Caden, I don't know why yours won't play. It's probably some IG issue, but that sucks. Tyler.
Would you trade away Damien Pierce and Brian Robinson for Tyreek Hill?
Damien Pierce, Brian Robinson for Tyreek Hill. I'd probably go for Tyreek Hill, but it's a very, very close call because I absolutely love Damien Pierce. Zach.
What are your thoughts on Hunter Renfrow for the rest of the season? Like with Darren Waller banged up and this Devontae Adams potential suspension, what do you think of him?
This is what I think of Hunter Renfrow. I'm not saying Hunter Renfrow can't get back into my good graces, but like he hasn't been doing anything. Like what are we doing? We're not going to be. He's as useless right now as that skull behind my left shoulder. So don't trade Pierce, says Silver. Rondell about to put up 3.2 points this week. That's probably correct, Brosi. Let's see if we got any new super chats. You like how we always are going to leave and we go for another 20 minutes, another 40 minutes, another. Should I trade JJ for Debo and Mike Williams and B-Rob? No, don't trade JJ. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You've just been Smitty disapproved.
You are offer sex. You are trade offer sex.
Send that to your boy that sent you that awful offer. 2 hours and 22 minutes into the show. Okay, roughly. Send that to your boy. That was an awful offer, bro. He's trying to step on you like a bug. I have Hopkins and Hollywood Brown. Which one should I trade? I probably would trade. I don't know. It depends which one could get you more, but I'd probably trade Hopkins. Because, we don't know what we're getting. At least we know what Hollywood's doing. And Hopkins could come back and get hurt right away. It's kind of like a holdout. When you sit out on a suspension this amount of time, think about when someone holds out, they come back and they get hurt because they're not used to football activities and they go straight in, they get thrown to the Wolves. I would probably say I would trade Hopkins on the high if I had to choose between the two. Thoughts on Najee Pittman package for Kamara? I'd take Kamara at this point. Even with the Kamara news, bro. I'd probably rather have Kamara, but it's a risk. Know that the news breaking today about another lawsuit by the same individual that he beat up just could put a bigger spotlight on the NFL to take action. Should I trade Higgins and Mike Williams for Jamar Chase? I definitely would take Jamar Chase and Henderson, then try and flip Henderson. But it's a great question. Should I trade Pollard and Knox for ETN? I think I got to that one. ETN, baby, ETN. And then I think I got this one. I'd like to get a better running back. Najee, London, Pittman. Suggestions. Thinking of trying to trade either Najee and Pittman or Najee and London. Yeah. So I think I gave you suggestions on that one already, but that's tough. I mean, running back wise, to trade like Pittman and Najee, I don't know that you can even get more than an Aaron Jones. When I look at my rankings at thefantasyfootballshow.com, if anybody wants them, go to thefantasyfootballshow.com. And get your lifetime membership, your bold predictions, your rankings. Swift, Damian Pierce, Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker. Those are probably the top running backs before you get to a drop-off point where that trade won't make sense anymore. So I'd say those are the guys that I would throw out as the potential go-get players. Yeah. And guys, don't forget your fantasy season. If it's a mess right now, you just go over to Underdog Fantasy. The link is down in the description, and I'm going to put it in the live chat right now and pin it. But if you go deposit $10 minimum, they'll match up to $100 on your first deposit. So if you drop $10, they'll give you 10. You drop 100, they'll give you 100. They'll match up to $100 on your first deposit, but you can draft for like these week 6 contests, week 7 contests. The over-unders are phenomenal. Ron Navy and I have been doing these like crazy. Ron hits them a lot. But basically, there's things called Rivals on Underdog Fantasy. Again, link pinned in the live chat. It's also in the description. Use promo code Smitty. They're Rivals, and it's awesome because they'll be, 2 players facing each other. So it'll be like, the running back for both teams facing off against each other, and you just pick which one is going to have more rushing yards. And you go down, and if you select 5 of them on one contest, it's a 20 times multiplier. So $5 will get you $100 if you land all 5 of the Rivals right. So it's absolutely amazing to do. And I'm going to start going forward. I'm going to start putting my picks up, my favorite picks on the Rivals up on screen. Actually, let me see if I can pull up one of them real quick. So if I go to the Underdog app and I open it up and I go to Pick'em, which is on the bottom, you'll see the selections down here. Pick'em is the one I want to go to, so I'm going to select Pick'em, and then I'm going to select Rivals. So I'm going to click the Rivals tab. Once you get to the Rivals, it has these players that are on it, and it's awesome. It's so fun. Actually, let me go ahead and let me hook my phone up to it, and we'll do this live. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. So link is in the description, and it's in the live chat, Underdog Fantasy. But like, if I'm doing a ticket here, let's just actually put a ticket in right now. So I'll let you guys help decide. So Lamar Jackson versus J.K. Dobbins, rushing yards, like unbelievable. This feels like a home run. Who's gonna have more rushing yards, Lamar or J.K.? It's like, how is this not the best rival option on the board here? And again, let me put the Underdog thing up. Underdog promo code Smitty, okay? Like, Ron, am I wrong on this? Is this not the best rival option, the over-under? You can just do that one. So if you want to make this like your rival, you could do like 20, and I think you got to pick more than one on the Rivals. Maybe you got to do more than one. Okay, you might have to do 2 of them. Make at least 2 picks. It says at the bottom, but that's a phenomenal one. That's phenomenal. Ron, am I wrong? Is that not just the best one we've seen? Okay, so let's go through here. And I got a few more super chats I'll get to in 1 second, guys. Just hang tight. That's phenomenal. That's almost like a can't miss. Taking Lamar everywhere. That's okay. So then I don't think we can pick the same player. Like Daniel Jones versus Jackson. It won't let us see. It says you can't select the same player, so I can't use that again. Lamar Jackson or Barkley, I can't do that because it has Lamar Jackson in there. Andrews or Barkley receiving yards. I mean, it sounds like, oh my God, that's so obvious, but Barkley could have one of those games. But I'm going to go ahead and say Andrews over Barkley. I don't know. I might change that one out because it doesn't feel like as locked and loaded as some of these would. But Breece Hall versus Michael Carter rushing yards. Give me Breece Hall. I might want to take receiving yards, though, on that one. Shoddy says, boys, just passed a kidney stone straight up. Shot out a pebble out of my bird. Man, Shoddy, that's a lot. It's a lot to take in, Shoddy. I hope you're doing well, though. Congrats on passing the stone, buddy. I know that probably felt good. Michael Carter or rushing yards, Aaron. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm going to switch this Michael Carter, Breece Hall one and go Aaron Jones over Michael Carter. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Whoops. Oh! Come on, where'd it go? Hold on. Gotta get it back. There we go. Okay. Aaron Jones, Garrett Wilson receptions. That one's a little bit hard to judge. Michael Carter or Aaron Jones receiving yards. Michael Carter is already involved, so I can't use him. Okay, let's see. A.J. Dillon, Breece Hall. I can't do that one. Elijah Moore, Dobbs, no thank you. Some of these are tough to touch. You don't want to go near them. Guys, again, you can do these if you want as well. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. Link in description. Link in the live chat. A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones. I can't do any of these because I've already chose. Okay, here we go. New setup. Passing yards, Pickett or Brady? Let's go Brady. Right, Ron? Najee or Fournette? No thanks. I'm not going near that one. Mike Evans, Najee receiving yards? Evans. Okay, so here's my ticket. Do you guys agree with this? Does anybody disagree with anything on here? So you got J.K. Dobbins, Lamar Jackson rushing yards. Lamar Jackson. Andrews or Saquon Barkley receiving yards. I got Andrews. Does anybody think I should take that one out? Because Barkley's capable of out pulling in more receiving yards. And then Brady over Pickett. Evans over Najee receiving yards. These seem like locks to me. The only one I don't know about is this Barkley and Andrews one. I mean, Andrews is probably going to have more receiving yards, but you never know. Barkley could have a big... let me take that one off. Let's go back to the drawing board for one more. It's just a little bit more secure. Let's go. Deontay Evans. Already used Evans. Otherwise, I'd do that one. George Pickens over Claypool. That's a good one for receiving yards. But let's stay away from the Tampa Bay. Let's go to a different matchup. Debo versus Jeff Wilson, rushing yards. I'm not going to touch that one. Debo versus Jeff Wilson, receiving yards. That one feels like a lock for Debo, but Debo's had those 20-yard games and 70 on the ground. So that's actually a tough one. What about Ayuk versus Debo receptions? Kittle versus Debo receiving yards. ETN. Oh, Pittman versus Kirk. No, I'm not going near that one. Rushing yards, Madison versus Cook. Madison's injured. What happens if he doesn't play? Do I still win that one? That seems like a lock. Madison over Cook. Cook over Madison? Because Madison's probably not playing, right? What? You can put your house on that one. No, don't do that. What am I doing here? Okay, so I think these are locks. Evans over Harris, receiving yards. Lock, right? Dalvin Cook over Alexander Madison in rushing yards. Madison's injured. Brady over Pickett, passing yards. Breece Hall over Michael Carter, rushing yards. Lamar Jackson over J.K. Dobbins, rushing yards. We'll make this a $10 to win $200. That's a home run, right, guys? Boom. $10 wins $200. Smash. Smash. All right, guys. Any other super chats here I got to get to real quick? Hollywood Brown for Breece Hall. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Of course. I mean, you could trade Hollywood Brown for Breece Hall, Kittle and Tyreek Hill for Pittman. What? Taysom Hill. Kittle and Taysom Hill for Pittman. I like Pittman a little more, but like Hollywood Brown for Breece Hall. How are you going to pull that one off, Greg? You going to knock him over the head with a club and just take him? Like, what's going on here? If you get that, if you pull that off, bro.
Got him.
Unreal. Appreciate your super chat, by the way. If you get that, please let us know. We can make you the sorcerer of the day. You know, right now the sorcerer of the day is who? Who is this?
The sorcerer of the day is...
Yeah, Matthew got... The magic man of the day is I could trade Tyreek straight up for Amon-Ra St. Brown. And Juju. Tyreek. Oh, no, it was the bottom one. Tyrique and Juju for Swift and T. Higgins is what he got. But we'll definitely see your name up on here if you're able to pull that off, that trade. Should I trade JJ? I'm 3-2. You have Allen, JJ, Evans, Waddle, Kamara, Pierce, Hill. No, I don't think you need to trade JJ. JJ, Evans, Waddle, Kamara, Pierce. Oh, Taysom Hill, ETN. No, you don't have to make a trade. I like your team. I like your team a lot. I think you're gonna ball. I was offered a trade. I give up Breece Hall, AJ Dillon, and Mike Evans for Cooper Kupp, Drake London. Mike Evans and Breece Hall over Cooper Kupp for me. It's arguable, but give me the two players. It feels a little bit safer, bro. Chase and Goddard and give Kelsey. Give me Chase and Goddard, but that's close. It's really close, bro. Should I trade JJ for Debo and Mike Williams and B-Rob? Oh, yeah, I already got to that one. All right, I think I'm good. All right, guys, appreciate you all. I'm live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. Don't forget to get on over to Underdog Fantasy. Link is pinned in the live chat. It's also in the description. Use promo code Smitty. Get up to $100 in your first deposit and play those rivals that I just showed you. It's unbelievable. Do you have to cover the over-under? There is no over-under. On Eric, on the rivals, you're picking which one. It's rushing yards. Which one outscores the other in rushing yards? That's what. It's unbelievable because it feels like there's human beings involved. It's not like a algorithm or Vegas odds. It's like you're just picking who you think's gonna have a better week. There's a human element that they can't account for if you've got the skill to nail down these rivals, bro. It's rushing yards, you know. Smitty, I sent a member super chat. A member super chat. Grim. I don't know. There's no super. I have a celebrating 3 months membership. I appreciate that. Did it let you send something? And I don't know about the sending a member super chat. If so, that's awesome. And this might be it. I don't know. Let me see. Trade Hurts, AJ, and Joku for Herbert, Jamar, and Higbee. Hurts, AJ, Herbert, Jamar. That's pretty even, man. That's pretty even. I like Hurts over Herbert right now by quite a bit, just because Herbert hasn't been healthy and he's got his crew down. Is AJ Brown the same as Jamar? They're kind of arguable. So I think maybe the Hurts and AJ Brown side safer right now. As much as I want to say Jamar Herbert, it could go back in that direction. Certainly could swing back in that direction eventually, but I don't know. I don't know, bro. But anyways, I'm live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. I'm also live whenever news breaks, and I may go live again later on this Cam Akers information once we get a little bit more and do a live breaking show on that. We'll see. And, yeah. Nah, there is over under. those rivals, Smitty. Yeah, there's an over-under as well. There's an over-under on 150 yards for this player, or 200 yards for passing on this player, or whatever. But that's different. The rivals are a whole different thing. You can do both of them. Live whenever there's breaking news. Live at 7 p.m. Eastern, and live in the evenings. I'll be live tonight. I don't know what time. Probably around midnight or so Eastern. Appreciate you all, guys. I'll see you all later. Thank you for everything you do. I work for you. Saturdays and Friday nights, I usually go live about midnight Eastern. Sometimes it's a little after.
Wrong. Got him.
King 25, code 428. Dispatch Vito Popo. Popo has been dispatched. King 25 out.